Destiny. Destiny, look.
I have my ears pierced.
And it's like the one incident where I could slightly be an abuser, it didn't even happen.
You're a very manipulative person.
I have come to terms that my mental illness does make me manipulate in ways.
Mental illness isn't an excuse, but it's like a reason. It's so fucking easy for Amberlynn Reid to be the villain.
I've been putting this episode off for a while now, and the main reason for that, I think, is because I didn't view Destiny as a victim the same way I did Casey and Crystal. But after watching all the clips and doing all the research, I was dead wrong. Destiny is 100% another victim of Amberlynn Reid.
Things kind of everything kind of blew up into smoke. Crystal and I were having like a little issue. We were trying to work it out for about 2 weeks. We didn't tell anybody. We just kept everything private completely. And on April 1st, we decided to break up.
Following Amber and Crystal's breakup, Amber would prove just how much she had loved Crystal by moving on instantly with Destiny.
We're going to start in 2015. That is the year that I met Amberlynn and that we started dating.
How did you meet your new girlfriend? She's not my girlfriend. She wants to ask me in person. Like, isn't that the cutest thing ever? Her name is Destiny.
We met online on an app. The app was Who's Here.
Crystal downloaded these like chat apps when we broke up. I kind of did it just because she was doing it. I kind of, in a way, was jealous of it, and I wanted friends. I wanted someone to talk to.
Someone had been using my pictures on there and was catfishing people. I don't know why.
So I was just checking to make sure I still wasn't on there.
She sent me a message first.
I did.
My face was the first one she saw, and for some reason she couldn't help but be drawn to sending me a hey. We just formed a really, really strong connection. I'm so grateful for it.
I had no intentions of meeting anyone on that app. She just looked like someone cool to talk to. It wasn't gonna be anything like that.
I asked her, I finally thought we were at that level where we could add each other on like social media or whatever. And I was like, so do you have an Instagram? And she's like, oh, no, I don't. And I was just like, okay, I didn't think anything of it. And she goes, so who do you live with? And I was just like, oh, my best friend. Why didn't I say my ex-girlfriend? I don't know. I guess I didn't want to just like complicate the friendship.
The both of them might have claimed they wanted nothing more than friendship in the beginning, but their deceitfulness proved otherwise.
So about an hour later, she goes, okay, I lied. I do have an Instagram. And I was like, oh, why'd you lie? And she goes, because I have a girlfriend.
I was actually in a relationship at the time going on, that would have been almost 3 years. It was a long distance relationship. I lived in Florida and she lived in California.
And I was like, oh, I felt something deep down though. I was jealous, but I wasn't sure because she was just my friend. We've only been talking for 3 weeks. I only wanted a friend, but we would talk every day. When she was like, oh, I have a girlfriend, that's why I just didn't want you to know. And I was like, why wouldn't you want me to know? And she goes, because I feel like I'm forming feelings for you. And I was like, oh God, here we go.
And we were engaged. And I'm gonna kind of make myself look bad here, but I did essentially cheat on the girl I was with Amberlynn. The way that they found out about each other, Amberlynn actually messaged the girl.
Yeah, I messaged her to apologize because I didn't fucking know she had a girlfriend. And I said, I am so sorry. I had no idea. Like, Destiny is a cheater. She is a liar.
Even though Amber had discovered her new love interest was already in a serious long-distance relationship with a woman called Brianna, or B, Amber continued to pursue a relationship with Destiny.
We ended up talking about her current girlfriend who she was with, and how horribly she treated her, and it was bad.
The relationship I was in, the girl I was with, I wasn't sure where we were going.
After about a month of talking, or a little more, she said, I'm gonna break up with my girlfriend because I like you and this whole thing.
We started talking on April 10th.
Yeah, we started talking April 10th. So it kind of happened quickly, everything, but that's okay.
There's conflicting accounts about when Amber and Destiny first started talking. In a video, Amber said they first started talking on the 10th of April, but if you go back to an earlier Ask of M post of Amber's, she said they first started talking on the 3rd of April, which would have been 2 days after Amber and Crystal broke up. Crystal broke up with Amber on the 1st of April, but we didn't see the breakup video until the 15th of April. By the time we saw that breakup video, Amber had completely moved on from Crystal. After the breakup, Amber told us that she still held out hope her and Crystal would get back together. But she still had Destiny as a backup in case that didn't happen. And even though Amber and Destiny weren't official yet, because Destiny wanted to wait until they met before she officially asked her, the infatuation for one another was obvious to everybody who was watching. Amber would even video call with Destiny in front of Crystal, flaunting a new relationship in front of Crystal.
What do you want me to talk about?
It's recording. See, Crystal don't like being on camera, but you're gonna be all about that life, huh?
Oh, the camera loves me.
Oh, yes. Look at you, all cute and shit.
A lot of people would be put off by Amber's weight, but not Destiny.
I am literally constantly reminding her how fat I am, even as we're on FaceTime, where she can physically see this herself. But in my head, I feel like she's not understanding how big I truly am. I've gone as far as to showing her naked pictures of me. Even after all my insecurities and every single flaw that I have, she still thinks I'm beautiful and she accepts everything I've ever told her about me.
Amber's never been the most patient person in the world, but with Destiny, she moved at the speed of frickin' lightning.
I am so excited to meet her. I can't even put it into words how excited I really am. I just can't wait to be in her arms and to be able to kiss her for the first time. I'm honestly so freaking excited. I also need to move on, so this is a great opportunity to do so. We're gonna have to pay our own bills, buy our own food. This is something neither of us has ever done before.
Amberlynn, I don't think she had worked very much, so she was kind of concerned about rent and everything and her trying to get a job.
I don't feel like I'd be moving if I didn't meet Destiny, no. My whole life I've relied on other people, especially being in foster care.
We decided to get a place together and get a roommate.
Can you guys believe it? 31 more days and I will be meeting Destiny and moving to Florida. Like, what? Today is the day. Can you guys guess what today is? I meet Destiny today for the very first time. I'm hoping this is all gonna fit in the minivan. I am really nervous. I'm excited. I think mostly I'm in shock.
We actually met
In person
on July 3rd at like 1 in the morning.
I was like, holy shit, she's short and perfect as hell.
I just thought she was perfect.
Shut up.
As soon as she opened that door and I saw her in person, and she like grabbed me up. Like she squeezed me
Yes, I
and
have
grabbed
her.
me up.
I am so grateful I made this choice. Me and Destiny connect and we have such chemistry with each other. It's freaking amazing. By the way, I love her mom, like, legit.
Shout out to Mama.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah. You didn't even make a wish.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
That's what the whole song is for, to give you time.
Smile for the vlog. I am so happy with my choice. I was getting a lot of negativity saying that, you know, this isn't gonna work, she's not gonna like me, I'm living in fairy tale land. Actually, yes, this is a fairy tale, and I'm happy to say that it's real. I've never in my life felt this way for somebody, and it's so crazy to me how strong of a connection her and I has. Like, it really just, I could cry. Who wears the pants in the relationship? I just want to say, in every relationship I've been in, that has been me, but finally I have a challenge. So I think we both have one leg in the pants. Like, certain things I have say, certain things she has say, even though I'm like,
The two would move into their first apartment together in Pensacola, Florida. They would be joined by one of Destiny's friends, Jessica, who would become their roommate. Jessica would bring along her pit bull puppy, Leia.
This is Leia. Are you Princess Leia?
Another addition to their household would be Destiny's old childhood cat, Gracie.
I want to introduce you guys to somebody. Oh, yeah. Her name is Gracie May. This is Destiny's cat, and now my cat. It's our little baby. Huh? Oh, my goodness. Gracie? Things are just going really good, and I'm so freaking happy. We're all just doing really good, huh, Gracie May?
As soon as Amber met Destiny, her audience noticed the change in her personality. When she was with Crystal, she was shy, soft-spoken, she didn't like to discuss sex. She was basically doing her best Crystal impression. But now, it seemed like she was picking up traits of Destiny.
How's your day been?
Good.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because I made you come. We just
Stop it! That's for Snapchat. This might be TMI. Destiny said I'm the best she's ever had.
Amberlynn, don't put that on there.
I'm putting that on there. You do look real happy, but I'd say tone it down a bit. It's not all about sex, and some of it is coming off across very different to how we know you from being with Crystal. Even crude. It's not all about sex. When did I say it was? And I don't really talk about sex. Baby! She is. Baby! God! People are having issue with us. Because we flirt on camera.
She'd reveal even more personal details about her and Destiny's sex life on Ask FM. Are you good at giving oral sex? I'm not being cocky, but yes. Ask my girlfriend. She's had a few partners and she says I'm the only one who actually makes her come. She also squirts. TMI, but you asked. Most fingers used? Is that TMI? Lol, I don't know. 2 for her and 2 for me, but she only used 2 for me once and it was way too much, so 1 for me. Promise you that my sex life isn't boring, sweetie. And I doubt you rocked each other's world. Like how, lol. It's called touching each other in the right places, having chemistry, coming so hard that our bodies can't take it and we shake and grab onto each other. I make her squirt every damn time, lol. She gets embarrassed when I tell people that, but oh well, haha. Why do we need to know that Destiny squirts? Why do we need to know how many fingers? She wasn't like this when she was with Crystal. How often do you and your girlfriend do sex? We make love. What's considered taboo to you? Sex before being in love. That's pretty taboo for me. I don't even like the word sex. I use it because it is easier, but I like saying make love. I'm not a cheeseball, I promise. It's just part of the way I have always held myself. I do not think sex is something that should be thrown around, but if that is what someone wants to do, that is on them. Everyone is capable of making their own choices, whether I think they are right or wrong. Amber had completely changed her personality in the short amount of time her and Destiny had been together. But one thing remained the same with Amber. That was a lack of understanding boundaries.
How did you feel when AL exposed your squirting? I was kind of mad about it.
I might have been intimate with her, but y'all don't need to know the details of that. That is not something I will be sharing.
Destiny just interrupted me to show me this picture. When you thought dating a white dude was gonna solve your problems, what even is this? Like, what the hell is that? Now that I'm with Destiny and she is in my videos with me, like, we just have a good time. We're silly and I say funny things. It's just who I am, and that's how I've been my whole life. Like, I don't really know what this person means. I'm definitely not a chameleon. I am myself.
When Amber was with Crystal, the pair of them didn't work. They were around each other all day, every day. Amber couldn't do that with Destiny.
You have to go to work soon. Don't go.
Destiny worked full-time as a personal care assistant at an assisted living facility to pay for their bills. Amber didn't have a job lined up when she moved, and for the first few weeks, Amber would opt to do literally nothing all day besides wait at the door for Destiny to come back home, like a cat waiting for its owner.
Destiny's about to be home from work. I miss her so much when she's gone. Patiently waiting at the door.
Amber would have some company while both Destiny and their roommate were at work. She would watch the pets to make sure they were behaving. She didn't always do the best job.
What are you doing, Leia? No! Oh my god! Leia! You guys need to be nice to each other. Gracie's right here and she keeps hissing at her. You guys need to be nice.
Gracie didn't get along with the puppy. She also didn't get along with the cats, which was bad news for Amber, who was desperate to get a new cat of her own. In an Ask FM post, before she had moved in with Destiny, she was asked if they would adopt some pets of their own. And she stated, "She has a cat and 3 dogs. She'll be bringing her cat wherever we move into. And she said that I'll be able to get a cat when Gracie, her cat, moves on. Because Gracie is iffy around other cats. It sucks, gotta be honest, but it'll be okay." Their apartment complex also had a 2-pet limit, which further prevented Amber from getting the cat of her dreams.
Our apartment complex only allows us to have 2 pets. I was like, oh, okay, like, cool. Get it, Gracie?
Amber would simply have to wait for Gracie to pass on, and it wouldn't take long for this to happen.
We found this red couch that we actually like. Our kitchen is like red and black themed, so the living room could be the same.
Amber's priority seemed to be buying a new couch for the apartment. However, amid the process of furnishing the new apartment, while Amber was home alone, taking care of the animals, something unexpected happened.
I don't want to admit this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all the truth. Earlier, I was letting Leia out, had the door open, and I swear to God, a giant ass spider hopped into the living room. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And Leia was already outside. I didn't have a leash on her. How am I gonna get Leia? But then how am I gonna get the big ass spider that just hopped in the living room? I didn't know what to do, so I like ignored the spider for half of a second, and I hurried and grabbed Leia, and then all of a sudden Gracie, my cat, well, Destiny's cat, but my cat now, she goes booking it outside, running like a ninja. Oh my God. I threw Leia down as fast as possible, and I ran out that door like the speed of friggin' lightning. Gracie's okay, she's in the house. Leia's okay, she's in the house. But then I came back in here and I'm like, cool, there's a giant hopping spider somewhere in the house. But in reality, it was actually a hopping frog.
Amber's mindlessness nearly caused Gracie to escape. Luckily, somehow, she had managed to catch Gracie before she could run away. However, the very next day, they wouldn't be so lucky.
Our cat got out last night. Not when she got out for me, because I caught her and catched her. We're thinking she wanted to do it in her next opportunity, and she did. We're thinking our friend Jessica didn't notice, but Gracie ran away, and now we're gonna try to find her. How long do you have Gracie?
14 years.
14 years.
Nearly 2 weeks after Amber had moved in, the cat that Destiny had had for nearly 14 years was gone. Amber's there 2 weeks, no more Gracie. She stated that they believed the roommate had unknowingly let the cat out when coming home. The way in which Amber relayed this information to us was very strange to me and to many, because it seemed like she was almost glad that Gracie was gone. There's a few moments in this video where it appears as though Amber's stifling a smile. This might be what some people refer to as duper's delight, where the person lying can't help but do a little smile of satisfaction because they feel like they're getting away with the lie they've told. Whether this is true or not, Amber's behaviour regarding Gracie's disappearance would get even stranger. Destiny was visibly distraught, having lost the friend she had had since she was 5 years old. Amber attempted to comfort her distressed partner.
Don't be sad. We'll find her. And if we don't, I'm hoping she's in like a good place. Because there are people out there who take cats, you find them and they'll take care of them.
Well, she hasn't hurt my nail on her.
I know. Well, look we got our new couch. What do you think of it?
I love our couch.
I think my best quality is the fact that I'm very empathetic. I feel everybody's emotions. Like, sometimes it's very bittersweet, especially when I truthfully, like, really care about somebody. If they're hurting, I'm gonna hurt. If they're happy, I'm gonna be happy. And, oh God, that is definitely, like, my #1 word about myself, is that I'm very empathetic.
She thinks she takes on the emotions of others. Destiny was distraught. Amber couldn't have cared any less. She was just getting horny off their new red couch.
I'm making flyers
Gracie.
for Gracie.
Gracie May. We went to Walmart and we printed out 5 pictures of her, or 10 pictures of her. How many more do you have to make?
4 more.
In that clip, Amber said, "How many more do you have to make?" Meaning she wasn't helping Destiny.
How are you feeling right now?
Sore and upset.
Destiny was tired, upset, sore. Amber didn't offer to help once.
There's our couch, by the way. It is so cute. I'm liking it.
You know what an empath would do? Help. I don't know, maybe she's a different kind of empath, the ones who don't give a shit. I don't know. One discrepancy I noticed in Amber's video was that Destiny said Gracie didn't have my name on her, which I took as Gracie didn't have the collar on with Destiny's name or contact details on. That's what I took it as.
Well, she hasn't hurt my nail on her.
I know.
However, Amber would contradict this in an Ask FM post. She had a collar with her name and Destiny's number, and we still never got a call. I hope more than anything that Gracie was found and in a loving home. She'd also made a comment under one of her videos. Gracie always had an ID tag with her name on it and Destiny's phone number, so whoever found her just decided to take it upon themselves to not call us. Why did that part of the story change? She knew Gracie didn't have the collar on. Destiny said she didn't have the collar on. So that's a big moment in the whole Gracie disappearance. I'm not sure why that changed over time. She said whoever found her took it upon themselves to not call. Just found Gracie and took it upon themselves to not call Destiny. So now she's blaming this hypothetical family, these people, for not calling Destiny, when Amber knew she didn't have the collar on. So it's very strange. I don't know. It's very strange.
We still haven't found my cat.
Sorry. Yeah, we still haven't found Gracie. She's talking to her mammy. Her mammy wants to help. Damn, I look rough in this view.
She ran away. Amberlynn did not intentionally let her go.
The roommate was a stripper who worked weird hours.
I'm assuming because when I went to bed, Gracie was there. Like, I knew she was there with us.
It was that night prior that she came home around 3 a.m. with her boyfriend.
But we kept our door cracked
We wanted to sleep with the door shut.
because her litter box was in the closet in the hallway. But I think when my roommate came in that late, I guess that's when she slipped out.
So it was the roommate who did it. Destiny knows that. I know that. Roommate knows that.
In the initial video Amber had made about Gracie's disappearance, she said that they only thought the roommate had let Gracie out. But now Amber claims it to be fact. Amber made no mention of Gracie's disappearance on her Ask FM until a year later in 2016. Our roommate was a stripper, so her sleeping hours were even more messed up than ours, and that's saying a lot, lol. She also smoked weed and we didn't want it in the house, so she smoked on the porch. On around 3 AM, she was going in and out of the front door and the porch. The next day, me and Destiny woke up at noon. I was so confused, why didn't Gracie meow at our door? We frantically started looking for her and we seriously thought she was hiding in our roommate's closet. But as we kept looking everywhere, we realised she ran away. After everything was said and done, she ran away because our roommate wasn't careful enough. That day we made flyers and Destiny's whole family went looking for her and posting the flyers. Guess what? Our roommate didn't even budge, didn't try to help and didn't even say sorry. She absolutely sickened me. In another, she stated, no, she never apologised for what happened to Gracie.
And what was really messed up about that is when we asked her about it, she was like, I don't know, I could have.
Oh,
And she didn't even try to help with anything. She just stayed gone.
That was horrendous. I was like, are you kidding? You can't even help find the cat with us? Like, what?
Jessica never acknowledged that she did anything wrong, that she let the cat out. She never apologised for it, which says to me she didn't think she'd done anything wrong. She didn't think she was the one who had let Gracie out. And maybe Jessica didn't want to look for Gracie because she felt animosity towards Amber and Destiny for being accused of letting the cat out.
I know people have questioned in the past, well, if you knew that Gracie wanted to run away, then why didn't you have her locked up in your bedroom? And I'm like, bitch, are you kidding me? That whole apartment is also Gracie's apartment. And we talked to our roommate. We put down rules. The roommate had some rules. We had some rules. And just because the roommate broke the rules, that is not because of me and you.
Well, it was also, I don't know how she broke a rule because it was literally just an accident.
Yes, of course. But one of the things as a roommate we spoke to her about is about Gracie. Can you watch the door when you come in late at night? And she said yes, repeatedly over and over. Just in the same sense of how I had to babysit her freaking dog all the time.
But people, I think people are putting it together because you mentioned that she had got out earlier on you that day.
Oh yeah, where I had to go run and get her? Yeah, it's because I was paying attention. I saw her run out and I ran and got her.
In all the other posts and videos regarding Gracie's disappearance, in only one does she mention Jessica bringing the boyfriend home.
It was that night prior that she came home around 3 a.m. with her boyfriend.
Which makes me wonder, is Amber attempting to rewrite history the way she's done many times? Despite the roommate's denial and Amber having no proof that it was Jessica who did it, Amber was now adamant that it was Jessica's fault. Amber always seemed to bring up Jessica's line of work whenever she mentioned her.
Where's her stripper bag?
That's these
Stripper bags, though!
people saying that I guess you dogged her for being a stripper. I mean, that was her business. But
No.
Show them the whip that she has back there. Ew, don't touch it! Don't touch me with it. You don't know what she's done with it.
Like, her being a stripper was something that I always thought was so fascinating. Yeah, like, I would never dog someone for that. Are you kidding?
Amber thought her being a stripper was so fascinating. But did she though? Did she?
It's a weird, thing. The whole scenario and environment, it's weird. These girls are on stage, kind of, degrading their body a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I would never dog someone for that. Are you kidding?
I think having 2 cats and a dog is a perfect amount right now.
Okay. But eventually, the inevitable. It's something we don't want to talk about.
Wait, what?
The inevitable is
See,
something.
she goes off on things.
Just listen.
Are you talking about death of a pet? I don't like the whole, if my cat dies, I'm gonna get another one because that's like replacing it. So here's a secret fund. You guys have no idea what this stands for. It's gonna be a secret.
Unbelievably, just 2 days after Gracie's disappearance, Amber was already saving up for another cat.
So after Gracie went missing, we went searching and we searched for a while, and Destiny brought up to me, let's get you a cat. I was actually quite shocked, gotta admit, and I made sure to talk to her. I was like, but what about Gracie? How do you feel because Gracie? Like, I made sure to put her feelings first, and she was like, no, that's fine. I'm sure you guys could figure out that Wasabi Fund means we are getting a kitten. The reason why I call it the Wasabi Fund is because for years and years now, I have wanted my own cat of my own that I adopted myself, and I really, really, really wanted to name it Wasabi. People said that I like had a Wasabi Fund. I did. I think I had maybe $10 for a cat. That's it. And people are saying that like I had this whole Wasabi fund, so I got rid of Gracie because I had enough money for a cat. Absolutely not.
Amber would sell her Nintendo 3DS and iPod in order to add to her Wasabi fund, so she would have enough money for a new cat.
So I sold 2 devices that I absolutely loved because I thought Wasabi could not only help me, but also help Destiny. And we decided together to get a cat together.
After just 4 days of Gracie being gone, she was now replaced.
Guess what, everybody? I'm a mama. I'm so freaking happy. I have a little kitten. I am like over the moon right now. We named him Chaplin. He is beyond perfect, and I'm super excited. Like, literally new family member. Oh my god.
Look at his mustache.
He has a mustache.
He's named after Charlie Chaplin.
Baby! What?
No, he's about to fall. He's gonna jump.
I have noticed that his eyes are becoming greener and greener. Every time I look at him, I just think of my little Wasabi. I am officially changing Chaplin's name to Wasabi. Are you my little Wasabi? Oh my god, I am like so happy now because I really wanted Wasabi and I got him. Like I could probably cry right now. Destiny needed that cat. Destiny needed that cat. And this whole rumor that I let Gracie out on purpose is just absolutely disgusting. Like, it's like repulsive almost.
There's plenty of different rumours and theories about what happened to Gracie, obviously none of which can be proven. The popular theory is that Amber let Gracie out so she could get Wasabi. And I understand why that's the popular theory. At that time, Amber used to stay up dead late, wouldn't go to bed till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, so she would have been awake at the time. Jessica seemed to be the perfect person to put the blame on because of her profession and the hours she would come home at. Amber had everything to gain from Gracie going missing. There was a clear motive for Amber and a lack of sympathy, empathy for Destiny was strange. The speed at which she replaced Gracie was unbelievable. 4 days. Amber might have gotten the idea to let Gracie out from the day before when Gracie escaped. That's another theory people had. One thing people noticed immediately after Destiny was making the missing cat posters was that Amber filmed a child playing with a laser pointer.
Yes, you do. It's the people one.
What are you doing?
That might scare him.
Are you playing with it?
Yeah, that might scare him.
Okay.
This was the same laser pointer she had been using to play with Gracie. It would appear in a number of other videos following her disappearance.
Stop! You're gonna break my phone with that stupid shit. Turkit. Destiny? Oh, my baby, come here. Oh.
One of the theories floating around was that Amber might have used the laser pointer to lead Gracie outside and away from the complex. Gracie, although she was an outdoor cat, was likely disorientated from the move and was unable to find her way home.
She was also very old. I don't know if she could have gotten hit by a car, if she could have just gone somewhere and laid down to pass. I don't know. I wish I did. That was my favorite cat. That was like my best little friend. Like, I had her for so long.
The speed at which Wasabi was adopted as well made some people think that Amber was sure Gracie wouldn't be coming back. If Gracie did return, they wouldn't have been able to keep Wasabi because there was only a 2-pet limit.
Our apartment complex only allows us to have 2 pets.
I know there's the theory that Amber took Gracie's collar off before letting her out. Whether or not Amber did intentionally let Gracie out, still a mystery. No one's going to know for sure ever. So all we can do is speculate and have all the theories that are out there. Regardless of that, the fact remains that Amber's behaviour towards the whole incident was bizarre, selfish, and incredibly insensitive towards a grieving partner who had sadly lost an important part of her life.
Hate how Amberlynn didn't even try to grieve Gracie. Even if she didn't let her out, she should have been respectful. You're right.
But you have to realize that there's real feelings and real people involved. Sorry, but that rumor is not true.
Though Destiny had lost her best friend, at least she had something to do during the day to occupy her mind.
I'm a PCA, patient care assistant. I serve the residents food, I shower them, I help change their depends, and help them get dressed for beds.
How often do you work?
Every day except Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Do you like your job?
I love my job.
A month had passed since the pair had moved in together, and the bills were piling up. Amber would air her grievances on social media. I'm at a point in my life where it's rough. I worry if I'll be able to pay bills or even buy a $2 thing of milk. We have to borrow some money from our roommate for rent, but just a couple dollars. Everything always seems to work itself out. Amber, who had spent her whole life having other people pay for her to just exist, was quickly learning what it meant to be independent. I just learned a lot about life right now. Destiny pays $45 a month for people with SSI. She pays $10 a month for people with Medicare, and she pays $80 a month for federal taxes. I'm going to have to pay for these things too. I'm literally in shock that we pay for other people to not work.
So how was your day today?
Good. I worked and then I went grocery shopping with you.
Oh, you have a job opening at your work. Do you think I could get hired?
I don't know.
You don't want me to.
I do want you to. I'm just saying I don't know.
I mean, why wouldn't they want me?
I'm sure they would.
I'm freaking awesome.
Desperately in need of money, Amber finally decided that it was time for her to get a job. She was interested in working with Destiny at the assisted living facility and would send in her application.
Both of the ladies really liked me, and they said I would be perfect for the job. They said I have like a great personality, and I used to volunteer at elderly homes just for the fun of it when I was like around 16, 17, 18, because I really enjoyed being a companion for older people who didn't really have family. I loved helping them. It's just something I really enjoy. I really just get a kick out of helping other people who really need help. I almost feel like that's kind of like a calling in my life. They get to go to bed and be like, I'm so happy that girl helped me, you know? I officially have a job. Is it gonna work out? I freaking hope so. Like, I officially have a job. Like, I'm so proud of myself.
Essentially, when she first started working with me, she was not a PCA worker. She was like dinner help. They were like, what if we hired someone that was literally just like a 4-hour shift? It wasn't very long though. I think it was 4 to 8. Like, it wasn't very long. It was literally just to help with dinner, help with the cleanup.
Though Amber only worked as part-time dinner help, she seemed to exaggerate the importance of her role at the care home. How much is pay per hour? I get paid more than Destiny, lol. I'm not going to say how much though. Why do you make more money than Destiny? Why won't you say how much? Is Destiny mad/jealous you're making more than her? How is your position different than hers? Do you feel it's fair that you make more than her? I make more than her because all positions are differently paid. She's not jealous or mad because we share our money. We are in a relationship and sharing the same bank account. And sure, it's fair that I make more than her. You work as kitchen help, not as assistant. I do kitchen help for 2 hours out of 8, lol. Just like Destiny does and the medtech. The rest of the hours I'm attending to the residents just like everyone else. Not sure what you're talking about, lol, and how much I make is none of your business. Amber was lying about the amount of money she was making, and about the number of hours she was working. Her position was not as skilled as Destiny's, and she didn't work enough hours to compare with Destiny's pay. What do you do during a regular work day? Taking care of residents, showering, guiding them, helping them with whatever they need in any sort of fashion, serving, cleaning, answering phone calls, etc. These posts were made in August. The job description she had given was that of a PCA worker, but Amber wouldn't become a PCA worker until October the 6th.
Yesterday, my boss wanted to talk to me, and I was like really nervous. She actually wanted me to train for a position that Destiny does. We're both considered PCA workers, but what we do is like just a little different from each other. And she actually wanted me to train for what Destiny does, and I'm just like, holy Toledo.
She eventually became a PCA worker as well, just for when someone called in and whatnot.
I'm really like nervous for it for some reason, because it is, I want to say it's a little harder, just in the sense of you have to like shower people, you have to put people to bed.
And then she came to work with me even on days that she was off. She volunteered. I don't know if that was essentially just to get out of the house more or just to be with me more. I didn't really care because I was working.
Amber had said many times that she missed Destiny when Destiny went to work, and now Amber was able to be with her constantly, even when not on the clock. However, management weren't particularly fond of this, and in a Tumblr post Amber wrote, "My volunteer days at work are going to be a tad bit different now. Normally I tag along with Destiny and help her when she needs my help, but I just got told that I can't do that anymore. I feel like I'm going to get bored insanely fast now." Amber would constantly film herself while at work.
Hello everybody. So I'm currently at work. We have to wear these hairnets when we serve dinner. It's like a thing, and you're supposed to be wearing gloves, but I already took those off. Anyways, we're making like a ice cream cake for the residents, and here are the sprinkles. I'm doing the sprinkle part. She's counting pills, you guys. She's counting pills. All right, I'll let you do your little med tech stuff, and I'll come out here. Hashtag med room. I'm not allowed in there, but sometimes I sneak in there.
She would also annoy her co-workers.
Whatever you're doing, quit.
You're okay.
Stop. No, I'm not.
You're beautiful.
No.
Am I embarrassing you?
Quit it.
It's okay, it goes on YouTube though, right?
No, it does not. No.
You'll be okay.
It's going on YouTube. Like, she puts me on there and I'm standing there in my bra and underwear.
We have a flying fruity pebble, room 7. Room 7.
No.
Go do your job.
I'm gonna need you to quit.
We have a spoiled flower. A spoiled flower in room 79. 79. What are you doing?
I'm more than positive one of my co-workers doesn't like me, or she's just a dramatic drama queen. Amber and Destiny would fool around on the job.
She doesn't even look like herself. What? She just threw someone's panties on me. Okay, well, they're clean panties, so that's okay.
Amber completely understood. While she was working at the care home, she was required to respect the privacy of the residents.
You guys always see me sitting at work because I will only vlog if I have a couple minutes to literally sit and do nothing, because I can't be vlogging like the residents or what I do here, because that's against like everything, all the rules. Taking a little break. They have cameras everywhere. Like there's one for in here. This is like the dining room type deal, but there's a resident in here, so I can't really show you guys because it's against the rules. It's HIPAA. Hold on a minute.
Despite knowing the rules, she didn't follow them.
Someone's coming. Shh. Hold on a minute.
It can be fixed, but I ain't got the safety too like I like on.
Okay. We'll get it fixed.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Both of you.
Thank you.
I think you will.
Yeah.
We will.
Tired on your feet.
Oh yeah, my feet are definitely tired. Good night.
I need toilet paper. There's no toilet paper in my room.
Okay, we'll get you some. What? Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me? I think I'm gonna try, because I've been eating a lot of beans and rice today. Please don't make fun of me, okay?
I'm just laughing because I have to get toilet paper.
Oh, you're cute. It's okay. Everyone needs their toilet paper. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
What's that? No.
All right.
What?
Nothing.
Not only would she film conversations with the residents without their knowledge, but she would also sometimes show their faces on camera.
That won't happen. No. Look at how little she is.
She is little.
Where to for that? Here, you can do the towels. Here. Moo can't come in.
Okay, so there's a tornado warning.
Many times, she would speak to them in what I would consider a condescending manner, as though she was talking to a pet or a child.
Hi.
Good morning.
What are you doing? Good morning. It ain't morning time.
I'm rushing it.
It's almost 9 p.m.
Well, good morning.
Be right back.
Good.
Mama, what you doing?
Same thing except
You can't walk very fast? You want to go sit in one of those chairs and I'll come to you in a minute? I gotta wipe down the tables and stuff since y'all just ate.
You want me to help you wipe the table?
I don't need help. I got it. Love you, Moo. You want to try?
Huh?
You want to try?
What is it?
You just press this button. It's a walkie-talkie. Just press that button on top. Okay?
This?
That's the antenna. Press it and then talk.
What? What?
The button where your thumb is. Say something.
Who am I talking to? Hello.
You did it! Yay!
She prioritised filming her vlogs over her job of helping the residents.
What are you doing?
I'm vlogging. And they actually really help.
Tell me what you want me to do.
Just go sit over there. Oh, did you guys notice that I have, instead of a hoop, I put a little... Did you notice that, actually? Let's get real. Do you need something? You want to go where? Target? Oh, you want to go to the toilet? Right there. Nope. Turn this way. Why, thanks.
Hey, I need to get my minute card out. Moo, you can't
Oh.
be in here.
Destiny.
I'm not gonna eat in here.
You can't be in here.
You can't be in here, Moo Moo.
Momo, this is the office, okay?
It's for employees only.
Well,
I'll be out there in a minute. There you go. You'll see it. Here, let me show you.
There.
Right there. You're welcome.
Make sure there's toilet paper in here.
I gotta get back to work. Bye.
She would talk about residents behind their back on screen.
Destiny, one of them came up to me and they're like, you know black cats are bad luck. Try to guess who.
guess who it was?
And I go, I have a black cat at home. And she goes, but you're a black cat now. And I'm like,
No.
yeah, it's open.
It would get even worse. She'd filmed in residents' rooms multiple times while they were in the bathroom.
Hello everybody, so I'm currently at work right now. I'm actually in a resident's room. They're showering in this door. I wish I could vlog more and I just don't vlog enough. My resident's getting out of the shower now, so I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Right now I'm currently at work. I'm getting a resident ready for bed. She's in the restroom right now. What are you doing? What are you doing with all those things? What are you doing with all those bags? Just put them back in the trash, okay? See, with some residents, they have to do certain things by themselves. With this one, I helped her get dressed and stuff like that, but I can't help her in the bathroom. But anyways, that's not what I was trying to say. Today's has just been rough. Over this way. All right, I'm gonna put her to bed and tuck her in.
It was clear that Amber didn't care about protecting the privacy of the people she was supposed to be caring for, nor did she respect them as people. One of the worst things Amber did while working at the care home was messing with a resident who was suffering from dementia. One of my residents just asked if I was pregnant, and I told her I was, I had a whole story too, lol. I'm 8 months pregnant, due on October the 1st. I'm having twins, 2 girls, Rarity Ray and Taylor Rose. My ultrasound picture is at home. Oh, she'll forget in the next 2 minutes. She's cute, lol. She'll ask what's for dinner every minute because she's forgotten. She just asked if I was pregnant again. I told her the same story. Next time I'll tell her something different, lol. Should I say I'm pregnant with aliens or that I'm having quadruplets? Amber found it amusing to tell absurd lies to the residents, seemingly treating the illness as a joke. Can you imagine one of your loved ones being in a care home thinking they're actually getting cared for and people have compassion for them, and it turns out, nah, it's just a big joke someone's posting it online? I wouldn't be happy. It didn't matter if the residents would forget Amber's ridiculous lies after a couple of minutes. It was completely unprofessional, unethical, dehumanising for Amber to tell these people lies that might have caused them some confusion or distress, simply for Amber's entertainment. And unsurprisingly, many of Amber's viewers were appalled at Amber's treatment of the residents. I hate when you record at your job, then a patient/client asks you for something and you tell them to hold on. Get off your ass and do it. That is what they pay you for. I feel like reporting you at times. Sheesh. Actually, depending on what they ask for, I'm not allowed to get it for them. Some things they already have, but don't realise it. They have dementia and Alzheimer's disease, so you have to play along. Telling them to wait a minute keeps their mind preoccupied, and then they move on to the next thing. You'd understand if you worked with these people 6 days a week like I do. Things would come to a head when one of Amber's viewers would contact Amber's workplace.
I go into work and my boss calls me in her office, and when that happens I get really scared and I get nervous because I feel like I did something wrong. She hands me this piece of paper and she's like, someone sent this to us, and I'm like, okay, and it's from a subscriber. Hi, I'm sure you're watching me right now. And I do have the email, so I wanted to share it with you. It says, hello, I have some information about 2 of your employees that is upsetting. One of the girls, Amberlynn, has a YouTube channel. She often posts videos while at work. She even has a video titled Vlogging at Work. During this video, she films herself sitting in one of the residents' rooms while the resident was just a few feet away in the shower. I found this very concerning and thought you should at least be aware that this employee is filming videos at the facility right beside residents without residents' knowledge. Here's Amberlynn's YouTube channel, linked. This is the video where Amberlynn films in a resident's room with the resident's knowledge, without the resident's knowledge, linked.
The sender had even brought up Destiny's behaviour in the email.
It's saying how Destiny says racial slurs, well, she doesn't. Destiny says racial slurs, and you can see so in this video, linked.
In the video that the sender linked, Destiny would say something that would cause outrage in the comments.
Jesus Christ is my
Excuse me, Jesus is my what? No ma'am, that wasn't even funny, and you keeping it in the vlog tells me something, shaking my head. I agree, my heart sank when she said that. I liked her until now, and I also wonder about you for leaving it in. Amber would do her best to clarify the situation in her replies. I apologise if this offended you, I seriously deeply apologise. I have a lot of family members, cousins, uncles, who are African American, and they call me that all the time. So, in habit, I say it back to them, and they tell me all the time that in their culture, not saying yours, that it is almost a sign of respect. I understand that what Destiny said was probably out of line in mixed company, but to her, she did not mean it in a derogatory way at all. I guess I am just so used to never offending anyone with the word that I did not think anything of it. But I honestly feel so horrible that this upset you, and now, looking back, I can see why. I am truly sorry. I just told Destiny that this hurt your feelings, and she feels bad, and she explained that she said it because there is a popular video on YouTube called Jesus Is My, and it's about 2 old folk who write songs for their church group in a hip way. She was not meaning it in a rude way at all. I need to make this better because I feel horrible. Amber's way of making this better was by leaving the video up, as well as making a Tumblr post 3 days later using the same word, which had caused her to get backlash in the first place. Amber's history using that word dated back years. In an Ask FM post from 2014, she wrote, "How do you feel towards the word I'm going to be insanely honest right now, like I always am. When I was in high school, I hung out with a few black people. These two guys were honestly like my best friends. They always called each other, and I was always hanging out with them, so it rubbed off on me. The first time I caught myself saying it, I was frightened because I'm a white girl saying it, and I did not know how they would handle it. They loved it. I remember their reaction and everything. They soon explained to me that black people call each other out of a sign of respect, and that the word is insanely disrespectful.
This is a public apology for using the N-word. I am sorry, it is not my word.
Destiny had also received backlash for another video.
Holy shit. When I was living with my dad, we would go to this one restaurant, it's called La Hacienda. We would go there literally like twice a week. And like, I'd get so tired of eating Mexican food twice a week. I'd get the chicken tenders they have. They even like learned, they're like, oh, you had chicken tenders today? Or you have, you know, Mexican food today?
Why did you just sound like an Asian?
Oh, my bad.
Okay, just to clarify, we're not racist. We love everybody of color. Can you please clarify so people don't get mad at that? I will tell you right now, I have Mexicans in my family. I have black people in my family. I have like dated like out of my race. Like I'm really not racist, so I just want you guys to know that.
The pair's questionable behaviour online and at work had all been revealed to their bosses at the living facility, and Amber feared the consequences.
I thought my boss was literally gonna either write me up, fire me, and she goes, so we watched your YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh. And then my boss started laughing, literally cracking the F up.
She really did laugh. She thought it was hilarious. She didn't know that we had been doing YouTube or that Amberlynn had been doing it.
Honestly, I was so scared, but it kind of gave us like a bonding experience, me and my boss.
It cracked her up. She just said sometimes people have nothing better to do with their life.
And I didn't get wrote up. I didn't even get in trouble. They just found it really funny that someone would take the time.
I don't know whether or not the management at the assisted living facility fully understood the extent of Amber's disrespectful behaviour towards the residents. Whatever the case, it appeared as though her boss had not taken the sender's concerns seriously. Though Amber had claimed she had not gotten in trouble for her actions, after this video, she never filmed at the living facility again, so perhaps she was told to stop filming. Although she shouldn't need a person to tell her it's not okay to film while residents are showering, but I'm not an empath, so what do I know?
Batman! What is this?
When they weren't at work, chances are they would be at Walmart. They would be there even in the early hours of the morning, buying junk food and other tat, and just fooling around.
I think it's safe to say that we live at Walmart. What do you think? Don't judge, I'm on one of these little scooter things because everyone and their mom uses one here, and plus my freaking feet hurt. Oh, she's carrying a big freaking dog. Like, what are you doing with your life right now? Oh, did you kill him? Oh, you're just gonna leave it? Okay, well, it was nice knowing you. See you later, I guess. So, turn that little fella on, click up like so, and then we start moving. But anyways. That's called a long day at work. We're driving one of these.
Amber would have many different explanations as to why they both used the scooters.
And I'm sure you guys are going to be making fun of us because we're in our little carts, but it's like 2 a.m. No one needs these right now. Like, Destiny, why do you use electric carts at Walmart?
Because I can.
At this Walmart, everybody and their mother uses this thing. Like everybody. We see like skinny people, young people, old people. I think it's because they have so many. Literally they have 50. I've never seen a Walmart like this before.
Amber claimed that they weren't taking resources away from anybody at that Walmart. However, that was a lie. I just watched your video you just posted. How does Destiny feel about you being in one of those motorised carts? She rides them too. She didn't that time because there wasn't any more, lol.
So we've had a long day. I'm wearing the wrong shoes and my feet hurt and so do hers, so. What are you doing?
There's no more electric buggies.
Alright, go.
It's not that hard to understand the real reason why Amber was using scooters at Walmart.
People ask, why do I ride a freaking Walmart cart? Not only is it my foot, that is the 100% truth. I do have either a heel spur or a plantar, whatever, but it's also because I get so winded so fast, and it's because of my weight.
I rode them when I was with her because she was embarrassed riding them by herself, so she would make me ride one too to make her feel better.
Amber would deny making Destiny ride the carts and would make up a different reason for why Destiny rode them. I did not force her. I have asked Destiny and myself over and over again if I want to answer this question because she did not want people knowing about her knee in the food. So she told me. Come on, in the food. What does that mean? So she told me to say that I wanted her to use it. Protecting her feelings and privacy was way more important to me than having people think I wanted her to ride it. So after talking to Destiny about it, she told me to let you guys know that it was because of her knee, but she did not want anyone knowing.
She does it because I'm embarrassed too, and I do it because I have a hurt foot.
Why would it matter if someone hurt their knee? How would that be embarrassing? And you said in a video recorded over a month ago that she rode them because you didn't want to ride them alone. So what you're saying makes absolutely no sense. When I was filming that video, Destiny said to not let anyone know about her knee, and I asked her what she wanted me to say then. And she said to say that she was just doing it for fun, and I told her that she would probably get hate for that, so I will just take the slack, and so I did. She doesn't want people to know about her knee because that is her business. Like, there is nothing more I can say about that. Ask her. Riding the scooters at Walmart wasn't the only thing Amber would make Destiny do. She would also make her lie for her. Amber had been trying to convince her audience that she was finally taking her weight loss journey seriously, and that she was starting to make healthier choices.
I am losing weight. I am trying to lose weight. I am purposely trying to eat less. I have not lied about anything. Just remember those words.
Unsurprisingly, this turned out to be another Amber lie.
Destiny, what is in your hand?
A sweet tea.
A sweet tea. From where?
The Golden Arches.
Why do you have the golden arches in your hand?
Why did you eat 20-piece McNugget?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
The remark Destiny made would send viewers to the comments.
London Rain said, Destiny, why did you eat a 20-piece chicken McNugget? You go, Destiny. Show us what she really eats while she buys salad for the camera.
She didn't really eat a 20-piece nugget. We went to McDonald's because I've been wanting sweet tea, and we stopped and got sweet tea, and she made a joke and was like, ooh, get me a 20-piece nugget. So I was just trying to, it was just a, it was like an inside joke.
It's like a bad joke at the wrong time, like pretty much.
The 20-piece McNugget thing, she came back in a video and said that she had not eaten, or I came back and said she didn't eat a 20-piece nugget. She had me say that. She did eat a 20-piece nugget.
Yeah.
The only reason why we went there was for her sweet tea. I did not eat a 20-piece nugget, but girl, I'm gonna tell you right now, word of mouth. Every time I go to McDonald's to eat, I get a 20-piece nugget. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. They're good, they're my weakness, but last night was a pure joke. I haven't actually eaten McDonald's in quite some time. Proud of myself for that.
It's definitely been a while.
And a lot of people are like, oh my god, you're not showing us what you really eat. You're such a liar. These vlogs are not what I eat in a day videos. I'm not showing you what I eat. am showing you what I eat. I'm just vlogging random shit. Like,
You're the biggest liar ever. I haven't eaten McDonald's in a very long time. I'm proud of that. But honey, Destiny just called you out last night about your 20-piece McNuggets. I'll admit I'm a liar too, but at least I'm a good one. Destiny was only joking, lol. She even said that in this video. Learn to listen.
She really did. I don't know why she had me say that.
I haven't lied about anything at all.
Believe it or not, lying about a 20-piece McNugget meal wasn't the most ridiculous thing Amber would lie about. She would also lie about a bra.
Okay, I'm just gonna already say you guys are probably gonna get grossed out. I'm wearing the bra that y'all hate, or one of the bras that y'all hate, but
For the longest time, Amber claimed she had bought 6 bras from Kohl's because those were the only ones that fit her. 6 bras. Her discoloured polka dot bra would appear in videos for years, and people began to question whether or not she only had 1 bra. Amber, in an attempt to once again dissuade the haters, would even film a few videos to prove she had 6 bras.
I'm currently wearing one. I have 2 in the dirty clothes. I have 2 in that freaking psycho ass pile over there, and 1 just chilling right here. I'm not lying though. See, it's right here. There's another one right here.
This video bore a striking similarity to the one she'd posted on Ask FM.
Okay, this is becoming really repetitive because you have nothing else to say to me, but I have 6 of the same bra because that was the only size they had when I went to Kohl's a couple years ago. I have 3 that are currently packed. There is 1 in the washer currently actually running. I am currently wearing 1, and I have another one right here. So that would be 6 total. Sorry.
In both videos, the most amount of bras Amber could prove she had was 2. Amber had also made a video during her time with Crystal, explaining how she had gotten her bras, though the details didn't match with the story she was sticking with now.
And you guys are probably always wondering, why does your bra always look the same? I have 3 of the same kind, same color. We went to, I think it was Kohl's, and the only one they had in my size was 3 of the exact same thing. So you guys never thought for like 3 seconds, maybe she has more than 1.
Destiny would also weigh in on the bra fiasco.
But the bras that you guys would always give her crap for wearing, she only had 2 of them. I don't remember how many she said she had.
But I have 6 of the same bra.
But she had 2 of the same exact bra because it was the only one that she liked and it fit her, whatever it was. She had them for a long time.
It sounds like she did have 3 bras to begin with and then lost 1, maybe in the move to Florida, I don't know. But it sounded like she had 3 in the first place, so I don't know why she felt this need to lie and say she had 6 bras. I don't know. I don't know. In contrast, the most serious lie Amber would tell during her time in Florida would be about her ex Casey.
So not only was I being physically abused, but I was pretty much being like raped. That is what I consider it.
Months later, this lie would come back to haunt her. No matter how trivial or serious Amber's lies were, there seemed to be no end to them. The pair would spend almost all their time together, and they were bound to get on each other's nerves.
What does Destiny do that annoys you the most? That's so easy. It's the fact that she does not pick up her messes. Lately, like, the messes that you make have been hard to handle. Whatever. Like, you don't clean up your stuff. She's just the type of person who, as an example right here, who will have a drink of something and set it somewhere and then not pick it up. You have a mess on your side.
That's what makes it my side.
She just has clothes on the floor all the time. And they're always clean.
Though she criticised Destiny for her messiness, Amber herself shared the same bad habits.
And these are all clean clothes. Oh my god, I hate putting away clean laundry. That's like one of my least favorite chores. Why is there a can on the ground? Tell me that much.
Because it's yours. It's your Diet Pepsi.
Don't lie.
I didn't do that.
Maybe Destiny didn't always clean up after herself, but she did do much more around the house than Amber did.
Have y'all been cooking?
Yeah,
Who's been cooking?
me.
What do you mean you?
I've been making Amberlynn breakfast like every morning.
Currently, Destiny's making me breakfast. We're doing this whole like breakfast in bed thing because I've never actually had someone make me breakfast and bring it to me in bed, so we figured, why not? Making some turkey burgers on my George Foreman. And okay, Destiny's making it. She's like the cook lately. I don't know what's going on. Are you gonna be the handy woman in our relationship?
I guess so.
Because I sure don't know how to do any of this. There it is, you guys. Destiny finished it last night while I was laying in bed because I was trying to sleep, but the hammer wouldn't let me sleep. It's okay.
Does.
Bae's cleaning the cat box. Oh my god, Kona's peeing on the floor!
Kona!
Destiny's cleaning up the poor pee. I could have done it for her, but look at her. She is a handy woman, and I say it all the time.
Despite having a history of her partners doing all of the household chores, Amber insisted she wasn't as lazy as she appeared in her vlogs.
Destiny's doing a little bit of cleaning, which reminds me, okay, I vlogged Destiny cleaning, and someone's like, why don't you get off your butt and help her clean? When you're in a relationship or when you're living with somebody, it should be like half and half. One thing for sure, like I'm the one who does the dishes. Destiny doesn't. Destiny's doing the dishes. Like Destiny does the trash, I do the dishes, you know, it's just little things like that. The only reason why I showed her cleaning like a few times is because I was sitting down, just decided to say hi and stuff.
On top of being lazy, Amber would constantly annoy Destiny.
I really don't feel like I annoy her much.
Okay, baby. You're pulling on me. You don't realize what you're doing when you're just tugging on me like I'm a freaking jungle gym.
Well, excuse you me. So that's pretty much what's going down. Like nothing's really going down, huh? Nothing's really happening right now. I'm trying to pay attention. Oh, she's trying to pay attention. It's kind of at a boring part.
No, it's not.
Okay, look at what I did. I literally... Destiny, I'm vlogging.
How am I supposed to know?
Hold on.
Say, hey babe, I'm vlogging.
Hey babe, I'm vlogging. Okay, so I bit my lip.
It seemed that Amber had almost no understanding of boundaries, and she would constantly film Destiny when she was wearing not many clothes at all.
She's just wearing a sports bra. People exercise in this, so this is not nudity.
No, this is a genie bra. This is a legit bra.
Oh. Destiny just got out of the bath. Your face. Are you cold? Why? What are you about to do?
Get my crotch. I also noticed that she tried to film me in the shower a lot. Not like really showing too much of me, but still kind of showing me.
You want to see her naked? Not like I'd show that.
But she didn't have no reason to be posting my butt crack on YouTube.
She was oh! Screenshot that. An ass crack.
Being recorded, butt crack.
Butt crack is not.
Yeah, it is.
As she had done with Crystal, Amber also filmed Destiny while she was on the toilet.
Maybe I'm on the toilet.
Literally on the toilet.
I've addressed her filming me on the toilet. Yes, it did bother me. I don't know why she did it.
There was another similarity between the relationship Amber had with Crystal and the one she had now with Destiny. Amber would become angry whenever Destiny would try to discourage her from eating bad food.
I don't like confessing this, but it's true. I am going to confess this. Destiny will try to help me all the freaking time, but I get mad.
Let's see. Can you explain the binge monster? I don't know where she came up with that.
Say I'm eating some ice cream or something. She will look at me and say, Amberlynn, you do not need that. And I will get mad at her because I will be like, you're not my mother. Like, you don't tell me what to do. And this happens very frequently.
I don't know if it's the binge monster, but basically when she would want a certain something to eat, she would be like a 2-year-old about it. If they're not getting their way, they're making a fuss about it. They're going to try and make sure everyone else is miserable around them because they're not getting their way.
Destiny tries her hardest to help me, but there's only so much she can do.
Despite Destiny trying to encourage Amber to lose weight, Amber believed Destiny was actually part of the reason why she wasn't losing weight.
Someone asked, do you think Destiny is an enabler? And I don't want to sound like harsh or anything, but yes, I feel like a lot of people are and they don't even realize it. Destiny's never had to really care about her weight like I do. She's never known someone as big as me, so it is different for her. She doesn't understand it.
Amber blamed you for gaining weight. Ha ha ha. I didn't force food in her mouth.
Perhaps the two were enabling one another. They both ate poorly and would go out to eat constantly.
I always tell her that we should just go home and eat. I'm 25 years old now, I can finally do whatever the f I want. If I want to go out to eat, I'll go out to eat.
She's
Brat.
I am not a brat.
And here we observe
What?
Amberlynn in her natural habitat.
What?
Denny's.
Was that a fat joke?
No. We're just here a lot.
Bae doesn't make fat jokes.
Nope.
When I see her eat something that's bad for her, it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do.
Food wouldn't be the only thing the couple would argue about.
Do you and Destiny fight? If so, about what? Every single couple in the whole entire world argues. I don't care what you say. Like, if you don't, then there's something wrong. And then Destiny has an appointment. And then I have an appointment. Me and Destiny were just arguing about the definition of appointment.
Just hush.
Why are you being mean?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Are we having relationship problems right now? I honestly feel like arguing just proves that you care, because if you didn't care, then you wouldn't try, and sometimes trying causes arguments, if that makes sense. Some of you asking why I don't wear a seatbelt, it's because it's broken.
That car was in no shape or form broken. The seatbelt was not broken, but I don't think it was gonna be able to go around her. I think she just said it was broke because she didn't want y'all to know that it didn't fit her.
And in Florida, you don't have to wear seatbelts, so that's a thing.
That's a lie. You can't say that.
You told me I didn't have to wear a seatbelt and I wouldn't get a ticket. You literally said that to me when I first came here.
That's in the back seat.
I said, do I have to wear a seatbelt? And you told me, no, it's not a rule.
Her attitude would just piss me off all the time. Like, she just has to have an attitude about everything.
They'd argue about red box movies.
You know, when you get a red box and you don't drop it off when it's due, they actually triple the fee. Normally it's $161. If you're late, it's like...
They add another 161. What are you doing?
No, they don't. They add three, like 60.
No.
Yes, they do.
So you get. It says on the red box thing you get charged another $1.61. What are you doing?
Oh, I always thought. Then how come it always says $3.60? Like,
what's $1.61 plus $1.61? $1.50 and $1.50 is $3.
I don't know. She always just has to have an attitude. She thinks she's always right.
It seemed like Amber always had to be in the right. She would even get argumentative when Destiny mentioned her sister playing soccer.
Her sister's actually at a soccer game. She plays soccer. I remember when I used to play soccer. I played soccer and softball when I was like 10 and 11, and I loved it.
She plays legit soccer.
Hey, I played legit soccer.
This is like scholarship looking for.
Okay, I was freaking
soccer.
10. Like, calm down.
She plays for travel soccer too. Please.
Are you saying I didn't play true soccer?
I mean, you probably did, but I mean, like,
did. Like,
her
we had
soccer is
to-
like intense.
Yeah,
Like,
I had to travel. I mean, of course, it's intense for her now. She's in high school. Like,
she's gonna travel to like different cities. Like, she's gotta go to Alabama. She's gotta go to South Florida.
I had to go to different cities. I remember we were the blue team. I forgot what we were called, though. So we're at Destiny's dad's house. We just left the soccer game. It was actually really fun. It was definitely like also nostalgic because I don't know if you guys know this, but when I was younger, I did play softball and soccer.
Amber always wanted to relate things back to herself. I noticed she did this a lot, and I noticed she did it probably when she shouldn't.
Yeah, so that's like really, really sad and really bad news. And I hope he's okay. I feel like he is. Like, I just get that like feeling, but you never know because strokes can play like a big.
He hasn't been doing
Like,
good.
yeah,
he
hasn't been.
surgery.
He
on
did
his
just have
legs.
surgery. Because I remember when my grandma had a stroke, she was in the newspaper because she was like the magical stroke lady, like because she had that type of stroke that kills you, and she was out of it with no symptoms.
Amber's contrary attitude would lead to arguments bigger than the ones she had admitted to in her videos.
We never like really like hardcore fight.
Me and her got in a really bad argument in Walmart. I called her the ex from before. I called her the pet name that I had for them. It was Pookie. And I don't know, it was just, I guess, a habit. Like, we were just bickering and I said it. And I don't know what it was, but it set her off.
In what would come to be a common theme, Destiny and Amber would have conflicting accounts of what happened following Destiny's Pookie comment.
Why did she leave me at Walmart? Because, okay, so there was I'm pretty sure it was a Subway. It was like inside of the Walmart, and I didn't want to be in her presence. So I actually went and sat down in the Subway, and I was just trying to calm down because it upset me.
And she was in the scooters at Walmart. She was in one of those. And she just kind of took off. And I kept calling her. I couldn't find her. She got like away from me. And she wouldn't answer me. I couldn't find her. And I left.
I'm more inclined to believe Destiny's account rather than Amber's, because Amber's always been embarrassed about using the scooters. Many people who heard this story found it hilarious. I didn't. Found it hilarious imagining Amber driving away angrily on a little scooter. So maybe Amber didn't want this story perpetuated.
And she said she couldn't find me, but yet I was sitting right in front of the entrance in the exit of Walmart. She is a joke. She is a lie.
I went to my car and I went back to the apartment. Now, we lived just around the corner from this Walmart. So we weren't too far, but it was still, if you walked it was a good walk. So I get home and I take a shower in hopes that when I get out, everything will have cooled off. Maybe she would have called me, whatever. So she had called me a couple times when I get out of the shower, and lo and behold, she had started to walk home. She walked probably like halfway. So she walked a good bit. It was very surprising.
And I was I would say about halfway home, maybe a little further.
I went and picked her up and drove her the rest of the way home.
Destiny left me at a store in the middle of the night. I didn't drive. I didn't know much about Ubers. Yeah, I just feel like that whole situation is a big red flag on Destiny.
In your previous video, you said that you do not trust anyone. So does that mean you do not trust your girlfriend? That is 100% true. I do not trust anyone. I do not trust Destiny.
The constant arguing had taken a toll on Destiny, and the Pookie incident was the catalyst for what was to come next.
It's not something I'm proud of, but after that, the ex I had before, I started reaching out to her because when you start to have issues in a new relationship, I don't know, you seek comfort in what you knew before, I guess is what I was doing. And I wasn't like trying to be like flirting or anything like that, but I mean, I was secretly talking to her, so I mean, I guess that's still bad, obviously. I would just call her when I was alone, basically, or text her. I would get a texting app on my phone and delete it when I wasn't using it.
And there's Destiny on her phone 24/7.
So that's pretty sneaky on my part. It's pretty bad on my part, but I just knew that there was no way Amberlynn would have let me talk to her, basically, so I hid it.
Destiny was not the only one who was secretive about texting their ex during the relationship. Amber had sent Casey numerous messages on Facebook before her defamatory video, which Destiny had no knowledge of.
And the person, her ex, the evidence video that they posted, I didn't know that she was messaging them. Plain and simple. I did not know that till she posted that video. So
Of course I trust Destiny in certain ways of I know she is not going to cheat on me, or at least I freaking hope she won't. Even if it's something like little, like if I tell her a story that's personal, like I don't trust her to keep that to herself. So no, I do not trust my own girlfriend. That sounds really bad.
Another character who would appear in many of Amber's vlogs was Libby. Libby was the 15-year-old sister of their roommate Jessica. She'd been a longtime friend of Destiny's.
Me and Destiny have known each other since Destiny was in like the 6th or 7th grade, so that would put me in like 2nd or 3rd grade.
Much of Amber's audience enjoyed Libby's presence in the videos. They enjoyed her personality and humour, but one thing a lot of people didn't enjoy was how inappropriately they acted around her.
Should you read the words, like the questions, and then we'll...
What? We're busy. So you're talking about... Huh?
What?
Oh, people don't think that we dance together.
Not only would they make out in front of her, but Amber would also film her with little clothing on.
Libby, you want to show them your bathing suit?
Oh, okay.
It's cute.
So I don't really have bottoms, so I'm probably just gonna wear shorts today. Please don't mind my big, huge thighs.
Whatever.
They're so big. I hate them. Okay, but anyways, so I have this top, and it's really cute. I feel like
It is. It's like mint colored. I love it. So cute. Are you gonna get in the water?
hell no.
Libby, get out of the shower.
What the? Why do you keep telling me like 3 times?
Libby, you've been in the shower for half an hour.
Leave me alone.
Libby, why do you take 30? No, actually, it was like 40-minute shower.
I don't know, because I take a long shower.
You were in there for like 40
This
minutes.
is no time to take a long shower.
I always take a long shower.
Well, too bad, so sad, little redhead. No more.
Amber would say many inappropriate and sexual things around her.
Duck? Or it's a chicken.
You have a cock in between your legs. Congratulations.
For the first time ever.
Oh my god. And the last question I'm going to answer is, how do lesbians have sex? To the person who asked that question, you're funny. These are the things that lesbian couples can do if they wanted to. There is scissoring, which I'm sure you guys know what that is. There, you can finger, rub the clitoris. There is oral sex.
Oh, there's trimming, but there's a difference between scissoring and trimming.
What's trimming?
Trimming.
What's trimming?
Okay,
You're not even a lesbian and you know this. Like, what?
Okay, hold on.
She's gonna explain.
Okay.
What is trimming? If your relationship isn't spicy enough, I feel like... Stop! I feel like if your relationship is not spicy enough, or maybe someone ain't doing that good, toys are a good thing, but me and Destiny don't need them. I'm done.
But it's not too bad because we all sleep in this one room now, so...
Yeah, Libby likes the couch, and we obviously like the...
Where else?
I mean, she can sleep in the bed with us, but...
Yeah, okay.
There was also a video where a bottle of cider was seen at the table where Libby was seated, leading many to believe they were providing Libby with alcohol. I think that was Libby's drink. Why would you give a minor alcohol? That was my drink. I was initially sitting in that seat, but I moved because I needed to charge my cell phone. But the only place to charge it was where Libby was sitting, so we swapped seats. Whatever the case was, Amber was clearly not a good influence on Libby.
This is like the definition of what teenagers do, pretty much. So we're playing...
You're 25.
I'm 25, but a lot of people in the...
Destiny's 20. I'm the only teenager here.
I know, but
Speaking
in
of
the...
which-
Wait, in the comments, some people are saying that you should be, since you're 15, you should be out blossoming, not hanging out with us. I want to say when I was 15, okay, this is going to sound really, really bad. I sat around and I smoked pot and I drank alcohol. That's what most 15-year-olds do. Like, 15-year-olds aren't out there, like, trying to go find their career. Like, we just have fun. Like,
Many people found it strange and creepy, Amber hanging around with a 15-year-old and treating their friendship as one between adults. I found it a bit strange and creepy, to be fair. Do Libby's parents have a problem with letting her hang out with you when you're 10 years older? No lol, what am I gonna do? Shoot up heroin with her? Come on now, age has nothing to do with it. Values, morals, etc. does.
okay, so I'm getting comments, okay, by one particular person saying that Libby hanging out with us is like 2 straight guys hanging out with a 15-year-old. I'm like, what? Her mature level is pretty high. And I had no idea she was 15. She's fixing to be 16 in 11 days. Like, every time I saw her, I literally thought she was around my age. I never, like, knew her age or anything. And then finally one day, like, she said that she was only 15, and I'm like, I was taken aback. Like, sometimes age does not matter, like...
She would reiterate her views on age in an Ask FM. Age gaps. How big is too big? What's your ideal age gap? And why is it people are fine with someone who is 40 with a 60-year-old, but people turn their nose up at an 18 and a 30-year-old? I think it all depends on maturity level. I'm fine with an 18-year-old dating a 30-year-old if their maturity levels match each other. Age doesn't decipher how mature someone is. Experience does. Because of a tendency to act inappropriately around Libby, many people began to question whether or not Amber had a crush on Libby. Is Libby a les? Do you have a crush on her? No and no lol. She's a really good friend of mine.
Libby's coming over for the weekend. You guys keep asking so many questions. Like, someone's like, do you have a crush on Libby? And I'm just like, no. Libby's actually a really, really good friend of ours. Someone else also asked if Libby was a lesbian, and no, she's not, so...
I found this strange because any normal person would respond how Destiny responded.
That's a thing. Did I tell you about that?
No.
People keep talking about Libby, and they're like, is Libby a lesbian? Do you have a thing for Libby? And I'm like,
No, she's 15.
yeah, she's 15. She's fixing to be 16. Like, her mannerisms and how she looks and stuff, like, is older, but anyways.
Amber's views on sexuality in children made even more sense when you considered what she wrote on Ask FM only a year prior to this. How can I judge someone if they're sexually attracted to children? I constantly get backlash for it, and the only reason why I say that is because I can't help who I'm attracted to. Another concerning aspect of their friendship was that Amber would often hold money over Libby's head. Libby was only 15 years old, she was still in high school, she didn't have a job, she didn't have a car. Amber would often buy her food and gifts whenever they'd hang out.
We are... What is it called when you pay for your
Like
food?
Chitty Bang Bang, Libby Libby Bang.
Wait, what is it called when we pay for your food? Like, we're treating you?
I guess.
Yeah, we're treating Libby to Denny's because
Now
she
it
lied to
really
us and said... She lied to us and said that, she's never had Denny's. And then we show up here and she's like, I might have had it twice.
I don't know if I've ever been to Denny's or not. If I have, I was really little. I don't remember ever going to Denny's.
Okay, girl. And then we wanted to be nice to Libby, as we always are. We're always buying stuff for this beautiful lady. So we got her some markers. Libby, say sorry to mama number one.
Wait, which one's mama number one?
Oh no, I should be mama number one. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty pathetic, but we all have a joke that Libby's our kid because we buy her food and we buy her toys.
Toys?
We buy her toys.
Like, either makes it sound like I'm 5 or it makes it sound like you're buying me like dildos.
I'll let them try to figure that out.
Try to guess which one it is. Haha.
Libby got this steak roll. I don't know. Have you had it before?
Nope.
No? I hope you like it.
Same.
Because I'm wasting my money on you. What?
You can get me Valentine's Day.
I just bought you dinner.
Does Amberlynn use money to control people or situations? Yes, she does.
Amber would make many posts on Ask FM complaining about spending money on Libby, which she estimated to be over $500.
You know, for holidays, I got her gifts for her birthday. I got her a really, really nice gift. And, you know, we take her shopping and she buys pretty much whatever she wants. And I think it's a lot of, because, like, I feel bad saying no.
She needs to understand that it's hard for us to not only pay for ourselves, but to also pay for her all the time. We have had talks about it. If I cared about her, I would tell her that.
Money is all you can give. That's how I felt for so long. I felt like no one wanted to be around me unless I was able to pay for things.
Amberlynn likes to pay for things for you or give you money randomly and then hold it over your head later.
The irony of Amber complaining about Libby taking advantage of her money was that she, a fully grown adult at the time, had done the same thing with Crystal's parents. I get the Libby thing, but you was literally her a year ago. Yeah, but I did things for that money. She doesn't. I'm done with this subject though. If anyone decides to send anything more regarding it, I'm deleting it and no longer replying.
This is my first job, first time living on my own and stuff, and it is hard for me to be working what I do and get paid what I do and to be paying not only for myself but for someone else. And I do regret, you know, having my ex-girlfriend's parents like take care of me. I have a lot of money, and I think at the time, like, I was like, okay, well, since they have so much money and they don't mind it, might as well, it's okay. But Libby and I have talked about this plenty of times, how she needs to start paying for things more and how she needs to start understanding, and she even admits she doesn't understand because she's only 16.
So we're currently at the beach. Don't make fun of me, okay?
Another concerning example of Amber being a poor influence on Libby was the night she allowed a random 20-year-old man named Nick to hang out with them at the beach at night.
You want to tell the story of what happened at the restaurant?
No.
Why?
Why don't you ask him?
You want to tell us? Are you shy?
It's embarrassing. No.
So we were at the restaurant, and all of a sudden this guy comes up to us and he goes, I'm sitting with my parents and I have crippling anxiety. Can I sit with you? And we're all like, what the fuck? We didn't want to say no and be like rude. Like, the restaurant was super quiet. People probably would have heard us. So we let him sit with us, and for some reason we just all like started clicking. Like, we were talking.
We've been talking to him for how long has it been? Like 4 hours. Somehow we ended up at the beach.
It smells
at night.
Yeah, that's great.
I can't really see you, but are you gonna sing, Libby? Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna get close for this.
It was incredibly irresponsible of Amber, being the oldest of the group, to place 15-year-old Libby in a potentially dangerous situation with a random man at night.
Then we went to Whataburger just because we needed somewhere to sit, and we weren't really sure about bringing him to our apartment, but...
Even Amber was wary of Nick in the beginning. So for what reason did she find it acceptable to have this man around the minor she was supposed to be looking after?
We made a new friend.
Yes.
Nicholas. Nikolai. You guys are so cute.
Oh, lovies.
Libby sucks butt.
Come on.
Really bad.
Oh my god, your hands
This
are
is how
so
couples
red.
should start arguing. Just play a game of slaps.
Yeah.
Whoever wins,
Oh my god.
Libby clearly didn't want to continue this stupid slapping game anymore, but Nick insisted that they continue.
Libby,
I just keep
try.
getting. I just
not
keep
playing
going.
anymore.
Oh no! Come on! I'll give you like 4 free ones. Come on.
No.
No, come on.
No.
You didn't hit me one time. You have to hit me at least once.
No.
I know. It sucks, doesn't it? This is why
It sucks to be the loser, doesn't it?
Yeah, I am.
No, I
Don't you want to slap me?
Yeah, but...
Slap my hands. Slap my hands.
Like with Amber, Nick would often bring up inappropriate and sexual topics around Libby.
But he thought he was
Oh wait,
teaching
no. Destiny wants to know if I'm into anal. You asked me. She asked me. You asked her to ask me.
What?
Look, it said Destiny wants to know if you're into anal.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that either.
You said.
You guys are so... Let her finish her play story.
I'm absolutely certain you asked that. Anyways, so,
Come to my car with me.
that sounds spooky.
It does. Come on.
That sounds rapey.
So,
It's pretty rapey, yeah.
we're
This conversation took a turn. Ew.
Probably has AIDS in it.
How was your guys' bathroom experience?
We didn't go to the same bathroom.
I didn't think you went to the same bathroom.
His presence was unsettling to a lot of viewers who were concerned about Libby's well-being. Her parents don't care about her hanging out with a grown man. Okay, we will see about that. I'm 25, I'm older than him. What's the difference? He is not a grown man. You're making it sound like he is 30 lol. Libby's sister's boyfriend is 5 years older than her, and her parents don't care. Age is just a number. The difference between Libby and her sister was that her sister wasn't a minor, and Nick was a fully grown man. And even Libby herself understood why people might think Nick was a bit creepy.
Honestly, if I told someone about it, I feel like they'd be really creeped out too, honestly, because, it's like...
it's weird.
It was weird unless you were there, but he's really, everyone's just like, oh, you never know, what someone's gonna be like until they pull a gun on you, and you're never gonna expect it. He's not like that. I mean, honestly, could he be? Maybe. We don't know.
Libby and Nick would even hang out without Amber or Destiny being present.
While I was at work, Libby went to go hang out with Nick for a little bit, so...
Maybe it's just because I'm older and more cautious now, but it is quite shocking to see Amber have no concern for Libby's safety and well-being. I don't know what Nick's intentions were. Maybe he was a nice guy and he did just want some friends. I don't like him. I just don't get a good feeling from the inappropriate nature of the conversations he was having with a minor. I don't think any of them are a good influence on Libby. Like Libby said, there was no guarantee that he was the nice guy he was presenting himself to be. Amber, being the oldest of the group, should have been more cautious about letting this stranger around Libby. Because of Libby's mature personality, Amber treated her as an adult as opposed to the minor she actually was.
And a hand chunk of people are like, does Nick have a crush on Libby? For some reason, the first time Nick was in a video of mine, like, you guys were really rude about it, and he's such a freaking awesome, great person. But no, Nick does not like Libby like that. And for some reason, like, there's this whole, like, rumor going around that Nick is, like, 30 years old. No, he just turned 20, so he's pretty young, too. Let's see him up close. That's my baby!
In one of the most controversial videos Amber and Destiny made together, they proved to everybody watching that they weren't the pet lovers they claimed to be.
This one was not an easy child.
No bite!
Oh, the authorities.
Let go of him! Jesus Christ, I was like...
No, baby, because the dog's back there.
No, she's sleeping. She's okay.
She's not sleeping.
Hey. Ew, it's probably leaking. Ew.
Say bye, Chaplain.
In the same video, Destiny can be seen hitting the puppy with a mop.
Leia, did you pee?
Is that what this is?
It's not difficult to understand why their treatment of the animals was so shocking to the viewers. No pet lover would hit a puppy, especially with a mop, and dangle a kitten by its arms, all while laughing about it.
Because there are people out there who abuse their animals, like physically abuse them, and it makes me ill, but the dog will still love them just as much. Yeah. Like, I know there are a large amount of people in the world who, like, smack their dog when they do something bad. I can't even do that. I will never do that. It literally makes me sick.
Amber didn't seem sick when Destiny smacked the puppy on the nose. In fact, it looked like she found the whole thing hilarious. The treatment of the animals in that video especially led most of the viewers, I think, to consider Amber and Destiny animal abusers. And I get it. And Destiny would respond to these allegations in a Twitter post. "Kiss my ass, dude. I don't abuse my animals. I smacked that dog in the nose because that's what I was told to do." How I interpreted that was that Destiny grew up in a household where hitting animals was an acceptable form of discipline. However, most of the viewers would disagree with that. To the dismay of many, Amber and Destiny would soon add another pet to their growing family, Twinkie Star.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't check her thigh.
Oh, is your thigh okay?
Because we put cream on it the other day. Yeah.
Twinkie was given to them by Destiny's godmother.
Twinkie Star. A little Twinkie Star.
When they got her, Twinkie wasn't in the best condition.
This little baby is overweight, as you guys can see.
Unfortunately, her weight would only increase in time. Amber claimed that she would take Twinkie on 45-minute walks, despite being away for hours on end with work, and not being able to walk around Walmart without a scooter to help her. Many people were justifiably skeptical about Amber's claim, and were understandably worried about Twinkie's health. You claim to walk your dog for 45 minutes per day, but you said in another answer that you wake up an hour before work and have to get ready, eat, take care of your animals, etc., and then don't get home until after 2 AM and you're too tired to do anything. When do you get your 45-minute walk in? I wake up about an hour before work. It takes me literally 10 minutes to get ready because I shower at night, which I've always preferred. My schedule when I wake up is potty, brush teeth, hygiene stuff, get dressed, go outside with Twinkie for potty time and walk, then feed animals, change their water, etc. If I'm lucky and I woke up earlier and actually remember to do so, I'll eat a small breakfast or make a smoothie, get a few things together and head on out. I've been setting an earlier alarm lately so I can focus a bit more on myself before I go to work.
We're going to work. We're trying to get Twinkie started to go potty, but she just won't go.
Every time we would see Amber take Twinkie out, we would only see Twinkie walking around right outside the entrance to their apartment. I think it's more than likely that Amber really didn't take Twinkie on the long walks she claimed to, but instead only let her outside for a few minutes until she relieved herself.
Go potty. Oh. Taking Twinkie to go to the bathroom. And we're like never home, honestly. Like the only time we're home is we wake up and we're here just to get ready for work. Calm down. And then we come home after work and we're probably awake for like 3 hours and that's it. Like I feel like we're never home. It's so weird. Do I walk Twinkie every day for like 35 to 45 minutes?
Yes, you do. Every day before we go to work.
Do you see me not walking the dog? Like, just because I don't vlog something doesn't mean it don't happen, so.
You make up so many lies it's hard to keep up, lol. You live far away from your work and yet you wake up right around the time you have to leave, but now all of a sudden you have all this time to walk your dog for 45 minutes before you go to work, which you never seem to vlog, lol. I don't take my phone with me when I walk Twinkie, ever. Like I said, if I wake up an hour before I have to leave for work, I have 45 minutes to walk Twinkie. Gotta be honest, it's more like 35 to 50, depending on how many times she stops.
I guess I don't want to be so lazy. I feel like if I was more motivated in every aspect of my life, whether that be wearing a cute outfit or cleaning up the dishes or cleaning up my room or taking the dog out to pee, literally everything, I feel like if I was more motivated and less lazy to do those things, I think in a roundabout way I'd become like a better person. Huh. This is my sock. This is my sock. And if you ever see her panting with her tongue out, it's because she's like having a little mini dog anxiety attack. So I just want you guys to know, this is a healthy, perfect baby.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
She's so confused. Look at it.
Come on.
Oh.
Don't do that. She jumped when I picked her up.
There was no doubt about it that Twinkie was a nervous dog, but the way she was treated by Amber and Destiny would cause her even more anxiety. In one video, Amber and Destiny had gone on vacation and were picking Twinkie up from Destiny's father's house.
Okay, we literally just got freaked out and we thought we couldn't find Twinkie, but we found her, so. Twinkie!
Twinkie had been left alone in a closet for at least half an hour and seemed terrified when she was finally let out.
Come here! Oh, I missed you. Oh, look at the little house she had. Look. Hi, baby. I missed you. Her dad had to go, like, I guess do some work thing. So that's why she was in there. She's like, been in there for like a half an hour. Oh, yeah.
Amber and Destiny would also neglect to take the animals to the vet.
Wasabi is, what do you think, he's pooping out blood? Yeah, he's pooping out blood. We don't know what it's from. We're gonna give it a couple days, and if it keeps happening, we're definitely gonna have to take him to the vet. Oh, Wasabi, what is wrong with you? I'm taking Wasabi to the vet come January. Wasabi did not poop on the couch today. There's a plus in life. But yeah, we're thinking that the reason why he's pooping on the couch is because he might be sick. I don't know. I hope not. Like I've been saying, we're for sure gonna take him to the vet come January. Wasabi is having a little, he has like some eye goop going on. We're taking him to the vet in January, but...
It is January.
Oh, it is January.
January would come and go, and still they had not gone to the vet.
The whole time we were together, we did not go to the vet. I know she said that we did, and I didn't realize she was telling people that, so...
Instead, Amber and Destiny would go out to eat at restaurants and would fool around at Walmart almost every night. Amber, maybe thinking she knew more than the vet, or simply being too lazy to take them, would take her animal's health into her own hands.
You know you can deworm your pet at home, so if any of y'all don't feel like taking your cat to the vet, I mean you probably should, but you could just get the deworming stuff at, you can go to a vet and buy it, or you can get it from, I think PetSmart might have some, I'm not sure. But yeah, Twinkie's like allergic to grass. I guess that's like the best way to say it, because every single time she goes outside to go to the bathroom, she comes back with this little rash. We put this
Hydrocortisone.
I can't say that word, I'm horrible at equate. The vet recommended this, so don't think we're giving her something she's not supposed to have.
Even though Amber said that the vet recommended a certain medication for Twinkie, it seemed like they'd just been given a second-hand cream from the woman who used to own Twinkie.
This stuff works really well though, so if it happens to your dog, bam. Where'd we get this again?
Alicia gave that to us because it happened when Alicia had her.
Yeah, do you know where she got it?
It's Walmart brand, so I'm guessing.
Oh, Equate is Walmart brand, isn't it?
Wasabi and Twinkie were often left alone while the pair were at work. This would even be the case when a tornado was expected to hit their apartment complex.
Destiny and I were woken up and by a bunch of tornado warnings. Really, really bad news. The tornado actually hit like our apartment complex. There is gas stations that have collapsed, gyms that have collapsed, just right across the street from our apartment. Twinkie and Wasabi are there. I am home with my babies. We came home and Twinkie was soaking wet, so we thought that she peed herself, but turns out it was water. Like, she must have been freaking out and she got water all over her. I mean, there's like trees falling on cars. It's just crazy to me that this has happened.
The animals were understandably terrified by the ordeal, and you'd think that they wouldn't want to let their pets experience anything like that again. You'd think.
The tornado that happened like 2 weeks ago, it was literally the percentage of like 20%. So the fact that it's like 70% now, I'm honestly terrified.
The likelihood of the tornado hitting their home had now increased. Incredibly, they decided to leave their pets at home once again.
Well, there was a tornado that actually hit my apartment, and I'm really worried about Wasabi. I'm really worried about Twinkie, and I just can't believe how bad the weather is right now.
They could have taken the animals to Destiny's father's house, which they'd done before to make sure they were safe. But instead, they knowingly endangered the lives of the pets.
Wasabi and Twinkie are okay. I'm literally shocked we're not caved in. The apartments next to us, all those are just collapsed, and a lot of people lost their homes, and it's honestly devastating. I'm really grateful. The tornado did go through our apartment complex, and I don't understand why, like, we're not the apartment that's collapsed, you know?
Initially, I thought Amber was exaggerating the severity of the damage left by the tornado, like she'd exaggerated everything before. But that was until I saw the actual damage that the tornado had left.
This is actually the apartments just down the street from us, like less than a minute. And there's more buildings in the back that are really bad, but it's mainly, this is the only one we can see from here. Oh my god, that's someone's home. I'm literally about to cry. Hardcore cry. So we're having a really bad storm today, and my animals are so scared. Like, Wasabi never gets scared. So this is really weird, and I think it's because the tornadoes that he went through while we were at work. Like, I know that's what's like scaring him. Poor thing. So I'm trying to cuddle him and make him feel safe. So this is what Twinkie does when she gets really scared.
Wasabi.
The tornado ruined them.
Must have been really scary for them.
Oh.
The tornadoes had clearly traumatized the pets. It was unbelievable, it is unbelievable, to think that Amber and Destiny both left the pets at the apartment complex, knowing there was a tornado passing through. That's got to be one of the worst things she's ever done. So I understand why the public hate Amber being a pet owner. Shambles. Amber and Destiny wouldn't stay in Florida for much longer.
As you guys know, Destiny and I had a roommate. We signed a 10-month lease. Our roommate has this man friend. I don't even know if they're dating, and I really don't think I care. All of a sudden, our roommate started staying at her boyfriend's house. I'm just gonna say boyfriend. She admitted that she's gonna be moving out because she wants to live with her boyfriend, and I was like, okay. I'm gonna be honest and upfront right now. Me and Destiny do not make enough money to live in this apartment, just her and I. We don't. We cannot pay all these bills. It's physically not possible.
The pair were now scrambling for another place to live. Luckily, they'd found a place. They were going to be living with Destiny's mum in Kentucky.
Her mom actually had some really bad health things go on. We want to be there for her. We like need to be there for her.
This wouldn't exactly be the real reason why they had decided to move in with her.
The reason why we moved to Kentucky, I said it's because Destiny wanted to be there for her mom. I said we wanted to take care of her. I think I might have said that in a vlog. I don't know why, but it's not the truth.
Now, I know there was a couple of things with why we moved to Kentucky. Essentially, it boiled down to I just wanted to be there. My dad is the one that raised me. I went to my mom's. I only saw her 2.5 months out of the year. As an adult, I really wanted that time with my mom, and looking back at it now, I'm glad I did so.
We were just tired of Florida, honestly. I mean, mainly Destiny was. She just felt kind of like it was time to move on from Florida. You know, some things were happening that she just wasn't happy about. She wanted a new beginning, but I just felt like it was easier for me to say, you know, oh, we just want to be there for her mom. I don't know.
It was very bizarre why Amber felt the need to lie about something simple as Destiny wanted to spend more time with her mum. Lying would continue to be a theme throughout their time in Kentucky.
For his little box. We're trying to figure that out too. Where's Wasabi, baby?
Running around.
Running around. The animals are doing pretty splendid. Let me show you the stairs. I said I was gonna do that.
The pair were now trying to adjust to their new home in Kentucky, but Amber was finding it a bit difficult.
Okay, keep in mind I have a heel spur. This leg hurts. I fell, so I hold on to here at first. And then I go, oh, I was gonna get pajamas and I forgot. And then I hold on to this little thing. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
It's for the handrails when they put them up.
On top of Amber struggling to get down the stairs, there would be another thing her weight would stop her from doing.
Amberlynn did not shower the whole time we were at my mom's.
I'm gonna go like take a shower and just get ready for the day because I've been up in this room all day long.
Surely y'all have been in a situation where you have been around a bigger person and could smell their swamp ass.
She did not like the bathtub. She refused to even try to get in. I think she was having a hard time getting her leg over it. It was the thing because it is pretty high sides.
I did not shower while living with her mother because I could not fit in the shower.
And she just basically, you know, whore bathed.
Every single day I had to shower outside of the shower, if that makes sense.
Like I'd help her wash her hair over the shower, and she just kind of washed with washcloths and wore plenty of deodorant. That's what she did.
So gotta be honest, the three of us all just got me, Destiny, and Twinkie all just took a shower together, but you know, family goals.
Not only was it difficult for Amber to maneuver around the home, but Amber, who'd gotten used to living in her own apartment, now had to live under somebody else's roof.
Hello? Yes?
I was living under someone else's roof again, and it's not what I wanted. I did not want to rely on anyone. I didn't want to do that anymore. That's like what I did my whole life.
Amberlynn talked about being nervous about living with my mom because she liked living on her own, didn't want to be under someone else's rules, wanted to do what she wanted to do. That comes to a head at one point.
Destiny's mother, Mendy, wanted to encourage Amber to lose weight, so she helped her try various weight loss programs.
I also didn't tell you guys, there's a weight loss program here. They do like free consultations, and I have an appointment for one on Tuesday. It's supposed to really help and like make you lose a lot of weight. When the pricing was said and stuff, I was like, okay, I can deal. And I was gonna get help from Destiny's parents, which I thought was super sweet, but then she's like, but you have to put a down payment. And when she said the price, we were all like, on the way home, Destiny's mom brought up another program, and I was like, okay, well, what is it? Like, we can try it. She said it was weight loss pills. I have made the official decision to not take the pill anymore. So as you guys know by now, that the 2 programs I tried to do for like assistance with weight loss, they didn't work out.
In spite of her weight loss attempts, Amber would start filming mukbangs.
Hey guys, so I figured I would film a mukbang video. I'm gonna be eating 3 pretty big slices of pizza.
When she started doing the mukbangs, when my mom was around, my mom really just didn't understand it, and I think they got into spats about it sometimes.
I told my girlfriend's mom that I make mukbang videos, and she was supportive.
So I think that's why she ended up only doing it basically when she was home alone, or if it was just me and her or whatever.
Unsurprisingly, Amber would fail all the weight loss ventures she tried, but she continued to film mukbang videos, which annoyed Mendy, who had been going out of her way to help Amber lose weight, and the pair of them would always be getting into arguments.
Amberlynn's she's very set in her way or no way kind of deal. She doesn't care, like, if she disrespects you, basically. Like, she really just does not care. Like, we were at my mom's house living with her, and she still was, you know, like, I don't know, if it had been the other way around, I was not going to try to argue with her mom, you know, like, it was like a respecting your elders kind of thing. Even though you're not a child, you should still respect your elders.
The arguments between Amber and Destiny would also persist. She had stopped appearing in many videos. When she was on camera, she didn't appear very enthused. Or she was always on her phone.
This?
Oh, you had my phone.
You want to show him, baby?
Where's my phone?
I don't have your phone.
You had my phone and you had FaceTime with Mom. What'd you do with it?
Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, dinky. Show them the art.
The pair would celebrate their 1-year anniversary by exchanging gifts.
Destiny's gonna show you what I got her for our 1-year anniversary, and then I'm gonna show you what she got me. Okay, so.
And then she said, Destiny, happy 1-year anniversary. I love you beyond measure. This book is for you, Amberlynn. Skip a little bit.
4th of July.
Gracie, that's the first time at my dad's house.
Okay, so Destiny got me
a promise ring.
A promise ring. Let's see.
I got Amberlynn a promise ring around this time for our 1 year. It was mostly because she was talking about getting engaged a lot. She was talking about wedding stuff kind of a lot, and I just wanted to get her a ring just to make her happy, basically.
It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Is it zooming in?
Nah.
You can put it on my hand. It was honestly the sweetest thing ever. Did Destiny ever love you? Yes. And my favorite part is her saying that she was never gonna propose to me and I was never the love of her life.
I never proposed to her because we literally fought so much, and I wasn't sure if we would ever truly be happy together. Like, because there was just so much fighting and tension.
I never once made her give me a promise ring. She also said that. That's a bull lie. Like, she gave me the promise ring to propose to me. She kept saying, I want to propose at, you know, our 2-year. I want to propose at our 2-year anniversary. So that is why she didn't propose to me.
We'd have good times, but the bad times were starting to outweigh the good times.
Their relationship now seemed vastly different to the affectionate and energetic one they had when they first met.
Ask it a question.
You ask.
I don't know. Ask. You're good at questions.
Does Destiny love me?
Outlook not so good. Try again.
Wait, do you?
I love you, like, to pieces. What is it doing?
While in Kentucky, Destiny took the opportunity to visit somebody she'd been very close to.
The tattoo on this arm, I got it for, she was technically a family friend, but I always call her my little cousin. She was in a very bad 4-wheeler accident and she passed away. And we always released balloons for her. So I have that with the balloon.
The little girl was clearly an important part of Destiny's life. Destiny would express her grief in a Tumblr post. This is my favourite picture of this sweet angel. 1, I took it, and 2, this was one of the nights we were watching her, or she was just over hanging out, whichever. But if you know her, you should know that when she first meets someone, she is very shy. She takes forever to warm up to you, but once she does, you never could keep her off your side. She begged for that teddy bear and I gave it to her. She stuck by my side all night long. It's crazy to think something so innocent and fragile was taken away in the blink of an eye. Visiting Kentucky will never ever be the same. I promise to visit Angel always. Destiny would visit her and Amber would tag along too, but appeared less than respectful, even dancing on the way to her grave.
So, one of Destiny's close friends lost her daughter, August 2014. She was riding a 4-wheeler and ran into a pole. So, we're here visiting.
In what should have been a private moment, Amber would carelessly point the camera directly at the child's grave, disregarding the privacy of the family. A month prior, Amber would also violate the family's privacy in Ask FM posts. When asked about what had happened to the little girl that Destiny had posted about on her Instagram, Amber replied, "Got run over by a tractor." Not only was this not what happened, but even if it was, Amber shouldn't have been posting information about the child's death on the internet, and Amber would acknowledge this in posts online. I don't really know if they want me sharing such details, but it was definitely hard for everyone when it happened. Equally as disrespectfully, Amber would prove she knew nothing about the child who meant so much to Destiny.
She was 4, right?
No, she was
4 or 3.
Oh, Amberlynn, she was older than that.
Oh, wait, didn't you say 7?
Yeah, she was 7.
7, sorry. I got confused because the 2014 part, but yeah, she was really cute. Bless her heart.
Amber had never had a good relationship with any of the maternal figures in her life, despite them welcoming her into their homes. Amber would constantly pick fights with Casey's mother, Crystal's mother, even a foster mother. Can you tell me about your second foster parents? She was a single mom. Her name was Kim. Her daughter lived with her, who was 14, and she also had a roommate, a female at the age of 20 or so, who had a toddler. I don't remember much besides Kim was a complete health freak, and I was afraid to sleep because I swear the house was haunted. Her and I bumped heads a lot. One night she pushed me on the stairs, so I swiped her computer off the table. I called my social worker and left my brother behind. He didn't want to leave. That's when my brother and I got separated. We were separated for about 2.5 years. Amber's relationship with Mendy would be no different, and there was many reasons why they would argue.
Destiny's mom would drink a lot of alcohol. A lot.
My mom very much was an alcoholic. It's no big deal. I mean, in the end, I guess it was, but you know, she was, and it ended up making some issues at one point. You will see.
For the lack of a better word or term, she would take out a lot of her anger on me. I accepted it for a long time. I would ignore it. I would do the best that I could to ignore it. I would leave the room, etc., etc. Her mom would be drunk and she would just be irate at everything and anything, and she would take it out on me.
Another big reason why they would argue was because of Amber's employment status. Both Amber and Destiny needed a job. They would both apply for data entry positions for the VA, and both their applications would be accepted. Amber didn't seem too thrilled to have a job though.
So, I want you beautiful people to know that I have like a job in the works. Like right now, I'm really trying to focus on YouTube. I'm not doing the greatest because like I haven't been filming as much and my vlogs have been kind of lame and stuff, which I'm sorry about.
Amberlynn didn't want to get a real job. She only wanted to do YouTube.
After having the taste of free time like she had when she lived with Crystal, Amber wanted to focus on making YouTube her career. Mendy didn't like this idea. She was concerned that sitting around at home and filming mukbangs would only be a deterrent to Amber's weight loss attempts.
Now, when I said that they got into spats a lot before, I'm meaning like it could have been just anything. It was just little stuff a lot of the time.
But there comes a time where someone does want to stick up for themselves.
I want to say like a week or two into training at our job. I think it was like the second week, honestly. We were sitting at the kitchen table getting ready to leave for work, like packing my lunch, whatever, just sitting at the kitchen table talking. And I think I asked Amberlynn how she likes the job so far and how, you know, easy it is and all that.
I was saying how like I love the job. I enjoy it. It's fun.
But she wanted to focus more on YouTube, and she was like, if by the time training's over, I decide I don't want to do it, I just won't start the actual job.
Like I was weighing out my options.
And I don't know what came over my mom after this.
Mendy was in the living room and she heard me and Destiny talk, and she got upset with what I was saying. And she was saying how she didn't agree with me doing YouTube and didn't want me to stay at home and just like gain all this weight and all this stuff.
And I guess Amberlynn got offended.
I told her that I hated her.
Her and my mom started arguing back and forth.
And I said, this is none of your business. Mendy got really mad. And she said, you know what then? I want you to leave. She was like kicking me out.
And my mom ended up getting physical with Amberlynn. That's where the K-cup holder comes back.
I remember she went all the way upstairs. She started grabbing my perfume, and I think she threw like 2 down the stairs, 2 of my perfumes. And then she started like literally punching me, slapping me. And I remember falling to the ground, and she got a K-cup, which was metal, and it was pretty big.
That K-cup holder was sitting on the stairs. My mom came back with it and hit her over the head with it. It was very traumatizing for me, honestly. It was. I was freaking out. Ugh, it was awful. I don't, like that was the first time I ever had a panic attack, and it was scary. I just remember seeing everything happen and then being on the floor and just screaming. So that's when we decided to get an apartment.
Following the incident, Amber's videos would abruptly stop for a time. Obviously, Amber decided that they both couldn't stay with Mendy any longer, and they quickly found a new apartment. Unfortunately, Amber wouldn't get to enjoy her new apartment for long. Amber's lies would ultimately catch up with her.
And then right when we moved into our apartment, that was when all the drama with her ex and the situation that they had started.
Casey would post his rebuttal video, wherein he vehemently denied Amber's claims of physical and sexual abuse.
I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. I don't know. I just know what she has told everybody else. So, I don't know.
Amber would take a break from posting for a while. When she returned, she'd do so with a video talking about a recent health scare, likely an attempt to garner whatever little bit of sympathy her audience was still capable of having for her.
Like 5 or 6 days ago, I actually went to the ER. My heart has been like beating weird and wrong. Like it's been like jumping and flipping and just feeling really weird.
But her audience wasn't buying it. Lying about rape is not okay. How to get away with rape and abuse slander, featuring Amberlynn. Deflect, distract, and lie more. Amber would do her best to ignore the situation and focus on decorating her new apartment. They would even get a new cat together.
This is our new kitty cat. Oh my god. Rarity Gray. Baby, are you going to turn around? There it is.
The criticism online was becoming too much for her to handle. People had even started trying to dox her place of work and her address. She would eventually acknowledge the false abuse allegations in one of the most ridiculous ways imaginable, through slam poetry.
RAPE, rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word.
The stress of her lies coming back to bite her weighed heavily on Amber, and this would further impact her and Destiny's relationship. Destiny would appear in fewer and fewer videos around this time.
Oh, I thought you were going to be in it, but you're not. Do you want to be in it?
No.
It's a mukbang!
It's okay, I don't want to be in it.
It's a mukbang.
I don't want to be in it. I'm eating too, and I don't want people to see me eat.
She's not part of that YouTube life anymore as much.
The arguments had gotten more persistent than ever before.
We had gotten to a big fight. I don't know what we were arguing about, but then I think either my mom or my mammy called me. She was like, hey, we're gonna cook. You guys should come over. And I was like, heck yeah. You know, like I was ready to go. I hadn't seen my mom in a little while. I was ready to go over there and eat some good dinner. Well, Amberlynn didn't want to go, and I said, that's fine. You don't have to go. Because, I mean, like I said, all that drama from before with her and my mom, they were just tense. But she didn't want me to go. And I was like, okay, well, it's been a little while since I've been over there. Just, you know, I'm going to go over there. And she was just like throwing a big just fit. I don't know how else to describe it. She was crying. And I know it was a Code Red Mountain Dew in my hand. I would try to walk out of the house. And I'm just like, I'm going to go. I'm just going to go. So, and because we were already arguing, I was like, I don't want to be around you anyway right now. Like, we're arguing. I wanted to go see my mom. She starts screaming at me from the sliding glass doorway, saying that she's going to harm herself if I leave, and I don't know, just all this stuff, you know, just going nuts. Then I was like, no, you won't. You know, I said, that's not something to play around with. Just let me go see my mom. And she starts like coming at me. So I get in my car and I leave the can on my top of my car, and I close the door real quick and I lock the door, and she's like telling me to get out, all this stuff, and she ends up throwing the can at my car. Made me mad. And I want to say I ended up not going. I don't think I did. I'm like 98% sure I did not go to my mom's. I ended up just going back inside and dealing with her.
Amber's account of the Code Red incident differed greatly from Destiny's, and Amber would post about it on her Instagram. As a supporter, I need to know, was the Code Red incident true? Some of it was, some of it wasn't. I never threatened, and I never threw anything. This is something Destiny and I would always bicker about, even while friends. She swore up and down that it happened, and I swear up and down that it didn't. I know myself. I know who I am. I don't threaten, and I don't get violent. What is true was me not wanting her to leave, because that was around the time I was struggling horrible with anxiety. Our address got doxed, and I wasn't medicated. I didn't want to be home alone because I was scared. There was no argument though.
The Code Red Mountain Dew situation, that did not happen, and I will swear that up and down.
She will swear to you that this didn't happen. I've talked to her about it before, and she swears it didn't happen. So I don't know why she thinks that, but why would I make this up?
I have said over and over that that did not happen. That is not how the events played out. And I will stand by that, and I will forever stand by that, because I don't get physical with people. I'm not going to throw things at somebody.
She threw a glass cup at my mom.
I am not going to threaten self-harm. I have never done that, and I won't do that. I told myself, I don't think I could do this anymore. I don't think I can live anymore. I don't think I could. I almost felt like, what's the point of me living? You know what I'm saying?
I have never in my life threatened my life. That's the part that like really like confuses me, where I'm like, Destiny's memories are so out of whack.
Gaslighting was one of the things that she liked to do. Like she'd always, like it would always be like something she was upset about, something she was arguing about, but she would turn it around on you like it was your problem.
Well, you definitely don't know about no Code Red incident.
Oh my God, don't even start with the Code Red incident. You don't know about it apparently.
I swear to God, I've even told someone close to me in my life that I think that you dreamt this, like it was a nightmare. Because it never happened, like it's not in my memory bank.
You must have blacked out.
No, I swear that's not true. Like I don't remember ever doing that.
Amber's denial of the Code Red incident was a prime example of gaslighting. Amber, throughout her online career, has always displayed her emotional instability. So I don't think it's likely that Destiny was lying about the incident.
I'm just not doing the greatest right now. I don't really know. I'm going through some stuff that I don't feel like sharing, and I don't know if I will, and I don't know, I mean, if I do end up sharing, I don't know when. And I'm just hoping for the best, because I don't think I've felt so much pain in my life, but I'm just gonna, I don't know, hope for the best. I'm just hopeful. That's it.
The Code Red incident had incited even more animosity between the two.
In November was when it started getting really rocky for me and Amberlynn. But that was when I just really needed like some kind of a friend, because I needed someone to talk to about all this stuff. And I know I had said I was secretly talking to my ex, whatever, but they weren't responding to me, you know, like...
Destiny, desperately in need of someone to confide in, began talking to one of her co-workers, Dana.
I didn't become good friends with Dana, like actually like texting or talking to her till November. And I want to say like we would text a couple times here and there, and then she kind of just quit talking to me and quit responding. She like ignored me till me and Amberlynn broke up, literally. I have admitted to emotionally cheating on Amberlynn, but I didn't act on it. Like there wasn't any flirting or anything like that. That was just kind of like in the back of my mind kind of thing. It was like, I didn't have like full on feelings for Dana. I don't know, like I just wanted to know her more. Like we just clicked really well. Is really what it was coming down to. So I didn't know if it was like real feelings or if it was just I needed a friend.
I got all these done, and I still have all these. There's a gift in each box.
In November of 2016, Amber would display the Christmas gifts she had started wrapping, but only a few videos later, all of these would be unwrapped early.
And then Destiny turned on our song, which is Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. We started dancing together. And then I was like, hey, Destiny, you want to open one of your gifts? Just, I don't know, just out of the freaking hell of it. She opened one, then another, and then another, and then this happened. Like, this happened. Ah! And I'm sure a lot of you are like, why did you let her open those early? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It kind of was just, it was just in the moment, and it like just happened. I don't know.
Unbeknownst to the audience, the real reason Destiny opened all of her gifts early was because of the Code Red incident.
And then, I don't know if that's the fight that might have caused it, but right after that we also got into an argument, and that's when she let me open a present, and it turned into opening all those presents.
The relationship was clearly on the decline, and many viewers were suspecting that they were having issues. But Amber would always shoot these theories down.
She said, something fishy is going on. No Destiny in the video and separate beds. Are y'all just friends now? No, we're not. We're still dating. We share the same bed. We're still in love. We're still together.
But it was clear in Amber's own videos that the two were not getting along.
She takes one branch, this one, right here, and fluffs it out. And look how amazing it looks. She said that actually when you buy a tree like this, there's instructions in the box saying like the branches go a certain way. Like, did you know that?
I tried explaining that to you when we first got it and you were just throwing a fit.
In spite of their rocky relationship, Destiny would do her best to reconcile it by doing something nice for Amber.
I also started planning her, she thought it was going to be a Friendsmas, but really, I was planning a surprise party for her. We were arguing so bad about something. She was trying to say that I was being secretive and that I was keeping stuff from her and all this.
Destiny was emotionally cheating on me, hiding text messages from me, being super suspicious, etc., etc. So during that time, like, everything that she did was so suspicious to me, and everything was like heightened, and like I couldn't trust her at all.
And we were arguing, and I was like, fine, you want to know what I'm being secretive about? I was planning you a surprise birthday party, and now you know about it. I was going to do it when we have the Friendsmas thing, and you weren't going to know.
So one day she just like straight up said, I'm actually planning a surprise party for you. So that's unfortunate.
And she was like, oh my god, that's the sweetest thing, you know. And I was just like, well, you're not going to be surprised now. And she said, don't cancel it. You know, we'll still do it. I'll act surprised. And she shows the party and what have you.
Yeah, see, you're actually so funny. So I did say that I didn't know because I didn't want to hurt anyone. Like, everyone took the time to make that for me. Why would I ever want to like take that joy away from them?
Though Amber was initially conflicted about continuing a government job, it had grown on her.
I did enjoy my job, I really truly did. I loved it. I really did. I loved working there. I loved the people I worked with. I made tons of friends and I enjoyed going to work. I really did.
It wasn't hard work and it made good money and you were just sitting. Like, it wasn't strenuous, it wasn't nothing.
Both Amber and Destiny worked long hours, which was good for their finances. It wasn't so good for the pets.
I would leave my poor babies home alone without me. And what I mean by that is my dog and my cats were home without me for like 12 hours, sometimes even more than that. That's fucking shitty and disgusting and I hate myself for it. Yeah, we have puppy pads down. we have 3 in the kitchen because while we're, no, 2. Because while we're gone, Twinkie's here and, you know, have a good day. Go potty where you're supposed to.
Not only was Twinkie left alone for upwards of 12 hours without going outside, when Amber did get home from work, she would barely walk her.
I walk her 3 times a day for 10 minutes. It's literally nothing. And I feel like her and I both need a little more walking, if you know what I'm saying.
Even though Amber's job was easy and she enjoyed it, she still preferred making YouTube videos. She'd gained more subscribers and was making more money than she had when she was living with Mendy. Once again, Amber started thinking about the prospect of quitting her job and doing YouTube full time, and she would come up with plenty of reasons why she didn't want to work at a government job anymore.
She made up a lot of excuses of why she wanted to quit her job.
Sitting for 12 hours a day is not good for you. And I started noticing that my feet was swelling really bad, my legs started swelling, my hands, I noticed I was puffier in the face.
I was really tired of her complaining about everything with the job, and she was trying to call out a lot.
My anxiety was through the roof at work. I was getting anxiety attacks. I would have to run to the bathroom and I would just sit in a stall and cry sometimes.
I only ever remember her having an anxiety attack at work, like, I don't know, like a couple times. It was not like an everyday thing.
They're very strict on like bathroom time.
We would all spend way too much time in the bathroom talking because you can't talk sitting in the rooms where we were working, and a lot of times we would just goof off in the bathroom, everyone would be talking in there.
Eventually, after calling out of work a lot and a lot of complaining, Amber finally quit the government job.
I quit my job without notice. I did not give them a notice. I kind of just went into my supervisor's office and I said, I'm done. It was kind of shitty. Actually really shitty. Like,
I know that our boss did call her and try to talk to her about like, oh, you know, like, what's wrong? Why don't you want to stay? And she gave her a chance to like make up her mind, but she obviously made up her mind. I think really she just didn't want to work. I think she just wanted to do the YouTube, and that's just what she decided to do.
Destiny and I talked about it a lot. She really wanted me to quit because she knows that I can do YouTube. She knows I make money from YouTube.
And she stated, I said that I was like, yeah, you need to quit. You know, just you do YouTube. I did not tell her that straight up. I told her that she's an adult and it's clearly her choice. She's grown. It's her choice. I shouldn't have a say in if she wants to keep her job or not.
Now that Amber wasn't working with Destiny anymore, a codependency became more obvious than ever before.
I was very codependent with Destiny, and I can admit that. I can absolutely admit that.
During lunch, she wanted me to sit in my car and call her and just talk to her on my 30 minutes of lunch, which wouldn't have been a big deal, but I don't know, like, it was like I had to, you know? I didn't have a choice. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, you know, actually I wanted to hang out with so-and-so during lunch, you know, whatever. No, that was not an option.
Because my anxiety was so bad, yes, I wanted her to contact me during her lunch. I did. For 1 second. Literally 1 second. Tell me you love me.
Amberlynn wanted me to call her, and I did lie to her. Okay, so I'll admit to that. I lied to her and said that they were doing announcements at lunch that were important, so I couldn't call her. Like, I had to stay in the building. But I only lied to her because if I told her, no, I'm going to sit with them, it would have been like this whole argument. It would have been this whole big deal. And I just didn't see the point. Like, why couldn't I just hang out with my friends? But to her, that was just such an issue. So Amberlynn texted Charla about these announcements. And of course, Charla didn't know what she was talking about. So she said we didn't have any. And Amberlynn was going off on me.
So when I found out, of course I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like, my girlfriend is emotionally cheating on me and lied to me about being around the person that she was cheating on me with. So I ended up getting really, really, really upset.
But this was towards the end of lunch, and at that job, you cannot bring your phone. So she was going off. I didn't have time to argue with her. I had to put my stuff up and I had to go to work. I said the drive home was about 30 minutes, and she called me. We were going off on each other, just screaming back and forth, and I was just tired of arguing with her and her trying to be so controlling.
The incessant arguments, gaslighting, and Amber's controlling behaviour would ultimately be too much for Destiny to handle, and she would finally put an end to it. On January the 13th, Destiny would officially break up with Amber.
And I literally broke up with her, and then I hung up.
Destiny, I guess, flipped a lid. She ended up turning off her phone. I couldn't contact her.
I just refused to answer the phone, and she kept calling to the point I just turned it off.
She came home super late. It was like 4 a.m. I was bawling my eyes out.
I came home and she tried just arguing with me some more.
So when she came home, like, I was crying. I was like distraught because I very much have like hardcore trauma, like being abandoned. I was afraid she wasn't going to come home. Like, it was just like a mess because I was in love with her. I was loyal to her.
I basically just explained to her that she wasn't changing.
I looked at her and I said, "Are you breaking up with me?" And I remember this verbatim. She says, "I guess I am."
Like, we weren't clicking no more. Like, it was becoming more of a hassle than a relationship,
And I was being gaslit so hard by her. Like, before I even knew what that word meant, I was being mentally and emotionally like abused with. Like, it was not okay. So I finally stood my ground, and she broke up with me for that.
I was like, you need to work on you and I need to work on me. So I didn't want any kind of relationship, any kind of nothing. I really just didn't. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but...
As she'd done during her last breakup, Amber would make her now ex-girlfriend sleep in the same bed as her.
I have really bad anxiety. I have attachment issues. Destiny doesn't mind it.
Like I said, she did still make me sleep in the bed with her. She blames it on her attachment issues and anxiety.
I guess it's not really up for anyone to like understand. That's just how we decided to do it.
I literally just gave in to sleeping in the bed with her just to not hear it.
Craving companionship, but not any sort of serious relationship, Destiny started talking to one of the friends she'd sat with at lunch.
Like, after me and Amberlynn broke up, it was literally like that night, it was one of the girls that I ate lunch with that I lied to Amberlynn about. I thought about just like messing around with this girl, basically. I don't know, kind of like a rebound. I hadn't talked to Dana yet, though. I actually started trying to hang out with that other girl a lot and just basically trying to hook up with her. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen with that, but it was just like also keeping me away from Amberlynn. I was just like, I also just talked to her, kind of like confided in her, just talked about stuff with her, like...
Dana, who hadn't spoken to Destiny for months, contacted her a few days after Amber and Destiny's breakup, after noticing Destiny's social media photos had changed.
And she just asked if I was okay, because she saw my picture changed. And I just explained to her what happened. That was that, like, she had a boyfriend. That was that.
Soon, Dana and her boyfriend would break up, and Destiny and Dana began talking regularly and eventually would admit their feelings for one another.
And we went on our first date on the 27th of January.
Amber wasn't very happy about how quickly Destiny had moved on from her.
And she said, "Yeah, I don't want to be with anyone. I don't want to hook up with anyone. I just want to work on myself, and I want you to work on you, and like we could possibly get back together." And it was like literally the day after she broke up with me, she tried to hook up with this girl. She tried to hook up with Jay. So
she said I tried to hook up with someone the very next day. I did not. I got away from her the next day. I just wanted to be away from her. I literally went to my mom's the next day.
5 days later, her and Dana are now talking, flirting, this and that, and me and Destiny ended up having sex together.
Was it true that you slept with Amber while you were dating Dana? No. But the following weekend, I can say that we did hook up. Me and Amberlynn did, but this was still before me and Dana had started talking.
So it's like, while she was talking to Dana, she just got done talking with Jay, And then while she was also talking to Dana, but then she was also hooking up with her ex, which was me. Like, Destiny is a cheater.
The only thing I'll admit to with Amberlynn is that I emotionally almost cheated on her emotionally. Like, it was in the back of my mind, but I didn't even try to act on it because I was with her. And the only time I really cheated was when I was with that girl and I cheated on her with Amberlynn. And I never gaslit Amberlynn. That's another thing. Like, she called me a gaslighting cheater. And that is not what I am. She was just very controlling and wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do. It was always what she wanted to do. So there you go.
Though the breakup should have been a big relief to Destiny, there was just one problem. They still lived together. Destiny would try her best to keep a distance from Amber, and much to Amber's dismay, Destiny would stay the weekend at Dana's house.
I tried to spend a lot of time away from Amberlynn just because things were still kind of weird between us.
Amber was just as needy as she ever was. She would constantly call Destiny asking when she'd be home, and she would want Destiny home at certain times so she could drive her around and run errands.
I'd have to take her shopping weekly. I was like, why do you have to grocery shop weekly? Why can't you do at least 2 weeks? Like, why does it have to be weekly? Because sometimes I would have plans and I would have to circulate myself around what Amberlynn needed to do, and it was just kind of annoying.
The part about me calling Destiny a lot when they first got together, that is very true. I did not know how to be alone. I had attachment issues.
Amber would continue to invade Destiny's privacy, and not just by putting her in her vlogs. She would get her friend Charla to tell her what Destiny and Dana were up to. Ugh.
Charla started trying to start some drama between me and Amberlynn with Dana. Just like, she was just like spying on me basically. She would just like text Amberlynn and be like, oh, this is what she's doing, but it literally, like, we were broke up. It wasn't her business.
Amber and her friend Charla would at one point stalk Destiny while she was hanging out with Dana.
I want to say Amberlynn had Snapchatted me a picture of my car in Dana's parking lot, Dana's driveway.
Dana and Destiny would officially begin dating on February the 13th, and would obviously spend the next day, Valentine's Day, together. Amber, now being single for a month, had nobody to celebrate Valentine's Day with, apart from a camera and a bottle of wine.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm a single freaking Pringle. I'm celebrating it by drinking by myself.
Valentine's Day was a mess for Amberlynn. Amberlynn had me get up early and she asked if I would go get her some wine from the liquor store, and I was like, whatever, and I did. And then she got drunk in a video and and all that.
I gave her parts of me that I've never given anybody. I feel like I'm handling myself really well. Do I compare myself with Destiny's new girlfriend? I do. Because I question, why wasn't I enough? Was I not pretty enough? Obviously not.
You're way prettier than Dana. Everyone is saying that, boo. Like, you took Destiny from me. But I don't even care anymore. Dana's calling me. I ain't answering. She did me wrong. I hate you, I love you, hate that. Hello? Oh, this ain't even Dana! It's Destiny! Hi. Well, I hope you guys enjoy your day together. I drank the whole bottle. You're watching me on you now. Duh. I drank it in like 38 minutes. I could have drinking it faster, and I wish I had another one. Hey, are you coming? Okay, I don't. Okay, toodles. Peace the fuck out, bitch. Like, I'm okay without her, but then when I hear her voice, I'm like, I don't care though. She's eating. She's with Dana clearly because Dana called. Oh my god, I'm such annoying. What are you doing? Do you want it?
Do you want me to guess you? That'd be funny. This is my fucking Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have a great one. On my end, though.
Amber, though she made a bit of a fool of herself in her drunken videos, would try and maintain a friendship with Destiny and Destiny's new love interest, and would sometimes very, very awkwardly tag along with whatever they were doing.
I don't wear heels.
I don't either. I don't wear heels either.
Late nights, I didn't see her.
Outfit of the day. Tight shirt. I'm okay with that.
Baby, no, it's a good movie.
What movie are you talking about?
Mask. I don't know, it looks pretty scary.
Oh, is it with Jim Carrey?
No,
that's
That's The Mask. Oh, I have no idea. Anyways, I'm with Destiny and Dana. Say hello.
Hi.
Her dress is so cute. I'm obsessed with it.
Eventually, Destiny would move in with Dana, and that would mean Amber would be living on her own for the first time in her 26 years of life. Even though she did live on her own now, she still relied on Destiny to get around.
Amberlynn, you don't drive. Like, how do you get around? Destiny still offers to take me places, which is super sweet.
Amberlynn states in one of those videos that I was offering to still take her everywhere and do those things that she needed to do. I did not offer. Maybe occasionally I did, but most of the time she was just asking if I could, and it was either I say yes or it was just all hell breaking loose. Like, you know, just never hearing the end of it, so we would just do it. She goes on a date with Becky in this month. Yes, we did drive her.
Even though they had broken up and Amber herself had entered a new relationship with Beck, Amber still couldn't keep away from Destiny. They would often go on double dates together, which must have been a bit awkward for everyone involved. It was awkward for me just watching it.
Popcorn and candy, duh. You can't go to the movies without popcorn and candy.
Destiny, do you hate me?
Yeah.
Dana, do you hate me?
No, if I did, I would tell you.
Exactly.
I did, so.
You're a lie. Shopping is
Hey, Dana.
complete.
Hey, Dana. Hey. Hey.
Becky. Hey, Becky. Hey, Becky. Hey, Becky.
I bought that exact bear for Dana last year.
Oh, I know. You almost said my name, did you? It's like, she's like, Dana. Why does she always do that? What are you doing? Oh my god.
One way Amber kept Destiny and Dana around was with money and gifts.
How much money would you say you gave Destiny after you broke up? Oh my gosh. I mean, are we talking like physical money or everything that I bought for her nieces and nephews? The food I bought her, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's like the only time she wanted to ever be my friend or hang out with me. I'm gonna let you guys know that anytime that you guys ever saw her on my vlog as a friend, it's because I either paid for her gas to come to me, I paid for whatever we did, the food, the movies.
I don't know, just when we were hanging out, obviously she would try and pay for everything, but we definitely did try to pay our part when we could. Sometimes we couldn't. We tried to do things like, Amberlynn's kind of extra. She likes to do all kinds of stuff all the time when she's with a bunch of people. And sometimes we'd be like, well, we don't have it. And, you know, she would just be like, I got it.
There'd been a few instances where Destiny had specifically asked Amber for money, though she did offer to pay her back.
But she didn't worry about paying her back. Like, that's how she's always been. She's very thoughtful. I'm not saying I never appreciated it. She is a very giving person. If someone is in need that she is close to, she's going to try and do what she can for their needs.
When I love someone, like even like a friend, that is what I do. I have always been very giving to all of my friends, every single one.
Do I think Amberlynn is a bad person? I think she tries to be a good person, but her selfishness and attitude kind of gets in the way.
Since their breakup, their attitude towards one another had changed significantly.
Destiny was a fucking cunt towards me.
I feel like her attitude got a lot worse with me once she got with Becky, like after we broke up, obviously.
She was so fucking rude to me.
Amber said you've been really mean to her sometimes during Becky era. What's your opinion on that? I mean, I probably was. She's got a bad attitude, and I know how to hash it right back.
As she had done with Libby, Amber would sometimes hold the fact that she had spent money on Destiny over her head.
And I would be like, Destiny, why do you disrespect me so much while like we're out to dinner and I'm paying for it? So if that's me holding money above someone's head, then fine. She's right. I did. She took my money. She took my happiness.
Money was one of the main reasons why Amber and Destiny's friendship deteriorated, and eventually they just stopped talking to each other altogether. But it wouldn't be the last time they were in a video together.
Oh, the only tea you have on me is I have a bad attitude. Yeah, I do. And then you sit there and you say, Amberlynn is a good person, but she has her attitude that gets in the way. Have you ever thought of like mental illness is a problem? My mental illness gets in the way a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I have bad attitude with people who treat me like shit, and you know that you did, and you just know that you did. If you don't respect me, I'm not going to respect you type style. But at the time, I accepted friendships that I thought I deserved, and that is why I stopped talking to you, because I realized I did not deserve that type of person in my life.
During the time Amber and Destiny had stopped talking, Destiny's relationship with Dana would also falter. Both Destiny and Dana had lost their mothers in quick succession, and this, in combination with Dana repeatedly cheating on Destiny, led them to breaking up. But this wouldn't be the end of Destiny's love life, as she would soon meet someone special.
Her name is Lexus. We met on Tinder, hee hee ha ha, because you guys blew up my Tinder when I made one. Got engaged on our 1-year anniversary. I know that seems a little soon, but I don't care. When you know, you know.
It was while in this new relationship that Destiny felt like she needed to air all of her grievances from her past relationship with Amber, and she would post a series of videos detailing what it was like to be Amber's girlfriend.
What inspired you to speak out now after so long? I mean, like I said before, that this is like a healing process. I just thought it was time to get everything out in the open, basically. What made you want to tell your story? I just thought it was time, and like I've stated, it's a healing process.
What are you doing?
I'm healing.
This isn't healing. Laughing, calling me a sumo wrestler, telling me I stink? That's not healing.
That part's not.
Then what is that?
That's just playing the game.
What game is that?
Just giving the people what they want.
Of course, Amber didn't like Destiny making videos about her. Didn't like anybody making videos about her, but especially not Destiny. And things between the two would get hectic.
So she's lying a lot. She is, it's just tons of inconsistencies, and I need to call her out because it's not okay.
Amber, who's always craving sympathy, even tried to make out that Destiny saying that Amber stunk. Tried to make out that it was Destiny making fun of Amber's cancer symptoms, which it wasn't. She just thought she stunk. Like swamp ass.
For the love of God and all things holy, she did stink. How about that?
Okay, so someone just said, why did you stink so bad with Destiny? So Destiny said that it was after we were together that I smelled, while me and her were friends.
Amberlynn said she smelled after y'all were together. I thought it was during. I mean, she smelled both times, but she was saying she only smelled when she had cancer.
People like making fun of me about that. You're literally just making fun of someone that had cancer in one of their symptoms. So, yikes on bikes. That's on you.
Amber said you meant she smelled after you broke up because of cancer. Clarify. No? Like, I don't know if she stank when she started having her cancer symptoms. I wasn't around her enough. The year of 2018, I lived in Florida when she started all these symptoms. Like, so I didn't mean she stunk after she got cancer. Like, I don't even know if she did. Like, when we hung out after that, I wasn't, like, close enough to her to be like, smell. You know, like, surely y'all have been in a situation where you have been around a bigger person and could smell their swamp ass.
If anyone says swamp, you're gonna be blocked.
I'm not describing it in detail. I don't know how. You guys are nasty.
Why? Because it is making fun of a cancer symptom that I had.
Do I feel like I've been a bad pet owner in the past? Yes. And I do make up for it now. These dogs are spoiled beyond belief.
Another more serious criticism Amber would bring up about Destiny was Destiny's treatment of her animals, specifically her dog Cash.
What's one of the worst things Destiny ever did? She had a dog named Cash, who I actually would babysit when he was a puppy. I guess Cash wasn't trained very well. Cash ended up biting like a little girl, and Destiny, this is when Destiny and I were friends, and she was like talking to me about it, and she was like, I'm gonna have someone put down Cash. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I literally have the text messages in this phone. And I was like, no, don't. Like, literally get your dog trained. Dogs can change. Like, your dog is still young. Oh my God, I was so mad. I didn't talk to her for a little bit. And it's like, I didn't know the address. It's like, you know how bad I wanted to like call someone and be like, get that dog, like do something. I don't believe in putting down animals unless like they're on their actual deathbed and they're like old, like ancient. Like animals to me are like better than people. When Destiny said that she was gonna get Cash put down, in my head, I thought she meant like at a vet. Even then, I don't agree with that shit. But she meant that someone was actually gonna like shoot the dog. That is the worst thing that Destiny's ever done. On period.
Destiny would come back with a video explaining the reasoning for putting Cash down. Destiny and Dana had moved from Kentucky to Florida, but they weren't able to bring Cash with them. So Dana's father offered to take the dog.
Now, he did not let him be inside. He was chained up outside, and I feel like that's one of the things that led to everything that happens with Cash.
Eventually, they'd moved back to Kentucky with a roommate and her child, and the couple would take Cash back. Sadly, the year he'd spent chained up had turned Cash from a sweet, lovable puppy to an aggressive animal.
New Year's Day 2020 is when this situation happened. Our roommate starts calling Dana, and she's like hysterical, and she says that Cash has just bit her 2-year-old. And I did have to fill out forms for the health department and animal control. And I asked them, am I just gonna have to put him down? Like what? And they said, don't do anything until they've came and assessed him, basically.
Animal control would come to assess the dog and determine that he wasn't dangerous.
He said that it was ultimately a family matter because we were all living together when it happened, and it was up to us what we thought should be done about Cash.
Destiny and Dana were conflicted about what to do with Cash. They didn't think they could trust him anymore and didn't want to risk him attacking anyone else. But they didn't want him to be put down because they had raised him since he was 3 weeks old. Ultimately, they decided to keep him at Dana's father's house, once again chained up outside.
And I know Amberlynn tried to say, oh, you can retrain dogs. No, you can't. Sometimes there's nothing you can do for an animal, but try to make it as comfortable as possible. And that's what we thought we did.
The pair would move in with Destiny's dad, and more issues with Cash would soon arise.
The day that we're moving into the house, I don't know how, but he gets off of his chain, and my niece, who's 6, is swinging on the swing set that's up by the house, and he's just like, probably like 6 feet away from her, just like at a stance and growling, like he's just waiting for her to do the right move and he's gonna get her.
Things would finally come to a head when Cash attempted to attack Destiny.
And I turned around from him when I went to be done playing with him to go back inside because I had got dirty. I was ready to go in. I was ready to eat, whatever. And as soon as I turned around from him, I don't know, what happened, but he jumped onto me, jumped, scratched my back all up, and was just, snarling and trying to get my neck from behind. And, it was scary. I honestly thought that he was going to get me, but I just barely got out of his, chain range. I was like, if we cannot do these things, he's going to be miserable, not having any attention, not just being on a chain day in and day out. Who's going to feed him if no one can go down there and go near him? There's just no way for an animal to have to live with no human contact, just food and water when you can get it if you let someone near you to feed you, and being tied up all the time, like, because there was no way we could take him out anywhere. How could we trust him, you know? Like, it was very emotional for me and Dana. We were both very upset, and Dana's dad ended up putting him down for us. Yes, that means that he did it himself. That's all you need to know, really. It was very traumatic. To me, I don't know, it was just like one of those things that's normal to me. It might not be normal to some of you guys, but it is to me. So that is what happened with Cash. It wasn't her story to tell. It wasn't her business. She can try to say that she tried to make like this big deal about everything when it was going on. I don't remember her making a big deal of everything. I don't remember her putting her 2 cents in towards it. I mean, ultimately, it was up to me and Dana. Like, she can say that she was upset about it and that dogs can be retrained. Like I said, maybe dogs can be retrained, but from my experience, no.
Whether you think what Destiny did was humane or not, I think the fact remains that neither Amber nor Destiny are particularly good pet owners, and probably shouldn't have pets ever again in the future. I think, anyway.
And you can call me an animal killer, but I mean, it's a very traumatic thing that happened, and nothing you guys say like that is gonna bother me, because I know where I stand with it.
Call her. Let's see if she answers.
The last time Amber and Destiny would communicate would be over the phone on one of Destiny's live streams.
Hello?
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 What do you want?
Nothing. I was just on live and I thought I'd give you a call.
During their discussion, Amber continuously denied and tried to downplay Destiny's claims of abuse, and would try to make Destiny out to be the real villain.
Okay, but you calling me so willy-nilly, like, aren't you supposed to be hilling?
Hilling.
Aren't you supposed to be healing? I don't get it.
It's just a joke.
It's not really that funny if I'm your abuser, so...
Oh my god.
Amber would continuously gaslight Destiny over the Code Red incident.
And it's like the one incident where I could slightly be an abuser, it didn't even happen.
Amber would further display her manipulative nature by using mental illness as an excuse for abusive behaviour.
You're a very manipulative person.
I have come to terms that my mental illness does make me manipulate in ways. For my mental illness to be used against me by my ex is pretty shitty.
Amber's mental health problems, and everybody knows this, is no justification for how she treats others, for how poorly she treats others. I know Amber likes to pretend that her brain is this separate entity from her, but it's still her. It's her making the decisions. She has the ability to control her actions and unlearn her bad behaviour, yet she doesn't try. She continues to treat people poorly, and when she gets called out for it, she blames mental illness.
For anyone to, like, validate abuse, yikes on bikes.
Amber, for some reason, would even bring up Destiny's brother's drug addiction.
Like, how shitty is that? Like, I know tea on him. Like, I know tea on your whole fucking family times 12, but I'm not that person.
You have tea on my brother?
Yeah, he was a coke addict.
Oh my god. How did you know that? Who the fuck told you that?
Despite growing up with drug-addicted parents, and struggling with her own addiction, food addiction, she seemed to have little sympathy or empathy for Destiny's brother's struggles and viewed it as tea. Whether revealing her side of a relationship with Amber truly helped her heal or not, we don't know.
Oh my god.
What? You started this drama. Like, you're not gonna get the nice Amberlynn. Like, you started all of this.
I don't want you to be nice. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I agreed to call you, because I knew it was gonna be a hash out.
A hash out? What is a hash out?
I knew you were gonna have attitude.
Of course I have attitude. Like, why wouldn't I?
After it all, Destiny was able to move on with her life and eventually get married to a woman named Alexis. I think it's safe to say that Amber and Destiny's relationship if nothing else, was very toxic. I don't often use that word, but it was very toxic. At the beginning, I was hesitant about making this video about Destiny, because I didn't really like her. I didn't like how she treated her animals, in particular. And initially, like I said at the beginning, I didn't really see her as an abuse victim, but after going through everything, she definitely is. The constant arguing was the most obvious example of Amber's toxicity. So was Amber's controlling behaviour, which came in the form of isolating Destiny from her loved ones, threatening to harm herself in order to keep Destiny away from her family, buying Destiny gifts and giving her money, even after they'd broken up, to keep her around, and then holding all the money she'd given her and all the gifts over Destiny's head. Amber would constantly downplay Destiny's abuse claims, gaslight her about the Code Red incident. It seemed like everybody in Amber's life was treated poorly, whether it be the minor she put in dangerous situations or manipulated her with money, the maternal figures she would get into violent altercations with, the resident suffering with dementia that she loved messing with for her own amusement, or the parents whose child's grave was so carelessly vlogged, the animals that were supposed to be taken care of by Amber and Destiny that were just left alone for hours and hours at a time, even left alone during 2 tornadoes. How mental is that? Twinkie wouldn't get walked, which obviously contributed to Twinkie's obesity, and Twinkie's still not getting walked to this day. Amber has no sympathy or empathy for anybody in her life. The only reason Amber does anything is if it benefits her. A lack of sympathy for Destiny when she lost Gracie perfectly exemplifies this. I know that Destiny believes that Amber has the potential to be a good person if she fixes her attitude, but that's never going to happen. I think we all know that's not happening now. It seems like Amber's selfishness is something that's never going to go away. Amber can use her mental illness, whether she's been diagnosed with all that stuff or not, but she can use her mental illness as an excuse for how poorly she treats people in her life. But the fact is, Amber's had years to make positive changes regarding her mental health, and she's never taken any opportunities to do that. I'm glad to see that Destiny has moved on from Amber and has managed to settle down with somebody who treats her a lot better than Amber did. And yeah, I wish Destiny the best.
No one's gonna believe me. No matter what I say, no one is gonna believe me because, like, it's so easy to hate me. Like, I am a villain.
I wish Becky would spill some tea too, because I don't know. I don't know the tea. I want to know what Becky knows. Like, I want to know too. So
you don't know what Becky put me through, and no one does. No one does, because I am not that person.